Who's that man? Who's that guy? What's this video? Oh, peekaboo! Welcome to the Friday live stream, my movie peeps. It is so nice to have you here and a part of today. Oh, apologies for this one being a little later. I was busy making another little video I'll talk about in a sec, but oh, it's great to see you. Oh, already the chat going, what a wonderful day. 3C is coming. What the heck? Yo, Chris. Poggers, yes, Poggers indeed. Poppy 3C, I am here. 3C to goat. At your service. Hello, my beautiful people. It's so nice to see you. If you're joining me live or if you're joining me when you're watching the replay, I'm just happy to be part of your day. Some of the things we're going to be discussing here today, guys, I got to admit to you, don't have that many topics. A lot of that is because I think the wildfires in California are still, putting stuff aside. People are focused on other things. I mean, they've even delayed the Oscars and all this stuff. And man, tragedy also happened. R.I.P. David Lynch. I saw an article. Maybe I need to do research on it, but I saw an article where they were saying David Lynch passed because of the awful smoke in California, and that's even causing other major issues. I'm like, man, it's just tragedy after tragedy, man. That was awful. But some of the things we're gonna get into here today, trying to give you guys some sort of content to talk about on this live stream. All the Captain America popcorn buckets have been revealed, and we're going to look at all of those and see which one we're going to get. There's a little update on the Poohniverse. You guys might have just seen I did my review for Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. I got an update for you guys. FNAF, there's like a whole scene that's basically been leaked, and let's just talk about it, Spider-Verse 3, small little update with that's just going to make us sad. And really the main thing I kind of want to dive into, because I have so much to say, this messy Scream 7 news that I'm like, things just continue to get interesting with that movie. So we're going to talk about all that. And oh yes, how could we forget? It is Jim Carrey's birthday. Oh, that's nice. Should we celebrate by doing the dance from Sonic 3? I guess we have to, right? All right, let's. I haven't even practiced it yet. Let's do it. My finger is on the button. Push the button. This is the part where he's spinning him around. Happy birthday, Jim Carrey. Oh, man. Every time that has popped up on my TikTok feed, I have to stop and watch that scene because I love it. Little out of breath. Gonna pretend I'm not. Let's move forward, my friends. Happy birthday, Jim Carrey. All right. Let's start off, actually. Let's make things a little light and let's go in to the 3C Reddit. Because there's a couple of things I want to show off and get into. Oh, yeah. For some reason, there was an account online that blessed me. I don't even know why or what that happened. In fact, I just saw someone reply that made me laugh, saying that they thought I died. If I don't catch my breath during this live, I'm about to. Okay. I wanted to bring up this one TikTok that went viral. And it's so sad because TikTok might be banned this Sunday. It's looking like it. We might talk about it a little bit, but I want to give some props to an edit that went online that I was like, dude, this is a masterpiece. Hopefully it doesn't get my video taken down. Let me just make sure, because I think it has some like copyrighted music. So I might be muting it on and off, but still. All right, here we go. Enjoy this masterpiece. I thought, yes, this is the perfect edit to end my TikTok career on. Have you seen better men? Honey, I've seen excellent men.
Vengeance is here.
A ladder for thugs. Can I point a gun at you? Still the wildest 3C moment. Going up to a total stranger I never met and just saying, can I point a gun at you? There you go. That's the TikTok edit of all TikTok edits. And in fact, I want to plug this also because this person worked really hard and I didn't get to talk about it last time. I think if you YouTube 3C films out of context, you will get another. Well, I guess there's more videos. Oh my God. But I recommend this one. It was uploaded 7 days ago by Nerdiverse. I was only it's 11 minutes long. It's a it's a lot. I'm not going to play the entire thing right now cuz I want you guys to support the video and watch it on his channel. But just a little bit of what you can expect from 3C films out of context to let you know with two N's and a Y, but the Y is not where you think cuz it's in my app. Here we go. Enjoy for a little bit. Make Wolverine and Jean, and let Scott be banging Rogue and Kitty Pryde and Professor Xavier and Magneto, and let's end it there. Red nipples! Although I know I am the perfect organism.
Pokemon doing the nasty online? Well, give me that damn show right now.
We're gay and want to make out all the time, and how did I wiggle my head like that? Boy, I looked long and hard at Tobey Maguire's dick.
We're gonna talk about sex. We're gonna get nasty. We're gonna get crazy.
Johnny Sins got me. Manscaped. It's probably the most wild one. So there you go. That's only 50 seconds of the insanity of this video. There's some stuff I'd rather you not even see, but this person worked hard and I kind of want to read more comments. So if that's something you want to see, 3C films out of context whenever you have time. And the last plugin I'm going to do, you might have seen it if you're already subscribed to the Clips channel. Again, go to 3C Clips. That's where I'll post all clips and highlights of these streams.
Why did you
you might have seen that Godzilla is in Fortnite, and you could possibly spawn and become him. And I decided before today's live stream, I'd spend a couple hours playing by myself trying to get it. And here I compiled. I dressed up like Kong for the video. Perfect pose. And you could see me playing as Kong and struggling to try and become Godzilla. I had a little bit of fun making this video for you guys. So if you want to check out me trying to become Godzilla in Fortnite, it's on the channel, the Clips channel. And I thought it was pretty fun. I thought it was fun. Okay, there we go. That's some of the plugins we got going on. Let's go back now and begin talking about some of our main topics here. Let me get the screen share thing back 1 second, guys. All right, perfect. Let's do this. Let's start off with these Captain America buckets. Okay, so the year of Captain America, Brave New World. Movie's coming out. Whether you're excited, whether you think it's going to be bad, I'm hopeful, but you know, all the reshoots and all the background drama, not background drama, but like, you know, the thing they're saying the test screens are bad. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. But one thing we can all look forward to is them lovely popcorn buckets, and all of them got revealed. Let's start off here with looking at the ones for Cinemark, baby. So Cinemark here revealed all their merchandise, and they got some pretty cool buckets. Okay, so first off, they got this like tin can that's also going to have an attachment with some falcon wings so you can sip and have your popcorn. You can content for the next out of context video. Just gave it to you, buddy. So that's kind of cool. $30. Okay, not bad. Then we got the one that's like been leaked before is his helmet. You know, we've seen that in some promotional art here. He's going to go in like Mach speeds, and they got a nice HD look at it. And it's going to be inspired from like Top Gun Maverick, those kind of sequences. And well, you can have the helmet. You know, helmets are fine. I got the Batman helmet right here off to the side. Always got this thing lucky for whenever I need Kiss Batman just to feel better. I also got Miles. Miles over here. I've got his head off to the side. I just collect severed heads. I think it's cooler when you can wear them. You know, I would have liked the Gladiator helmet to fit me. Big head issues didn't happen, but still pretty cool bucket. Then the last unique bucket from Cinemark is this one of Red Hulk that is just tearing through some concrete. It's got little symbols of Captain America and Falcon in it. So I'm like, okay, Not some bad ones. Not some. If I had to pick the best one out of these three, it's probably the helmet, but I do like the tin and drink combo. That always gets me going, okay? Now let's move on to what Regal is going to be doing. So we had Regal. How do you spell Regal? Regal? Regal, who's been stepping up their popcorn bucket game for a long time now. They revealed their bucket, so I'll show you the video, but let me show you this first. We're going to get some red nipples from the Red Hulk himself, a little bust where you can eat popcorn out of the back of Red Hulk. Red Hulk back shots? That can be yours for the lovely price of $29.99. Extra butter? That's not bad. Depending on how big it is, that could be a really cool, little display piece of just Red Hulk looking at you. Eat popcorn out of my back. But the one that I thought was way more cool is the popcorn bucket right behind Red Hulk here. We have what looks like the shield that is also on a stand. You can see the stand part right down here. That's also going to have the logo and the Captain America wings on the back. That's going to be a pretty badass bucket. Like, I like to think of these buckets either for their uniqueness and how cool they are, but also their display piece, because right behind me, I have that Batman popcorn bucket, and you guys saw I reworked it so I could put an LED light in the back, and I just love the display of that popcorn bucket. This is one where I'm like, it's big, it's nice, it symbolizes Captain America and the Falcon. I'm like, that's gonna be a cool bucket. And here we have the little video that they posted so you can get kind of a look. There they are, a little back of all that. It's be a flat back, but them wings are there, looking sweet. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll see what the price is though. AMC might have won it. I try to be unbiased. Cinemark is my favorite theater, but I gotta be honest. Whenever someone else puts a better popcorn bucket, so first off, they just showed off this, which will be the Captain America shield with a popcorn bucket on the back and a little drinker cup, all cool. So you think, okay, that's not that big of... No. What they did here, they again used their noggin. So they not only coated this shield so that it mimics that metallic look. It's probably going to be made out of plastic. It's going to be hard to have an actual metal popcorn bucket, although tins are made of metal. But either way, that little attachment is really cool. It's the back part that got me going. So here you have the paint job looking all nice. The back is a collapsible popcorn bucket. So you can pop it up, have your popcorn be put in it, and then when you're done, you can collapse away this popcorn bucket. Look at that. Collapse, and then there you go. You just have it as a shield. I want to be part of these meetings where they figure out how to make popcorn buckets, because that's pretty cool. Come on now. Most of us buy these and never put popcorn in them. Let's just be honest, okay? I'm being honest with you. There's very little of these popcorn buckets I actually put popcorn in. I just like the display thing. So the fact that you have this collapsible bucket and you got this shield, bro, my dummy butt spent right here. Right here. $100 for Marvel Legends. I love that shield. It's a nice little thing to display on me, but I could have got that for what? What's it going to be? $30? $20? Shield Dussy. Chat is saying Shield Dussy. If you're trying to figure out how to put your willy in this thing, man, that collapsible bucket is gonna bring you some bad news. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. You're not gonna be able to get out of that one. But I was like, okay, that's actually pretty cool, AMC. You kind of nailed it there. And like again, look at this paint job. Look how shiny and metallic it looks. That looks like a real Captain America shield. Now, again, I want to see how big it is though. And it's also like one of those buckets where if you do want to put popcorn, it's gonna fit nicely because the shield part is on your lap. And then you just there. I do think cleanup, though, is going to be a hassle. Because look at all those little cracks and crevices. Putting popcorn there, it starts to get crinkly and all that stuff. Cleaning that thing's going to be a pain. But still, putting them all together, trying to see which is the best one. And if I still have the word Shield Dussy up. I am so sorry. Trying to pick, if I could only buy one of these out of all the ones, it is either between this AMC Shield collapsible bucket or it is the Regal one, just because I love the display piece. If they did a better paint job on the shield there, would have gotten it. Would have gotten it, my guys. That would have been an easy dubby purchase. But, already starting the year off strong. We'll see how these buckets do and how they fend off, and I'll definitely be making videos once I find and collect them. again, I hate Regal because there's only 2 in the Dallas area, and I always have to drive an hour away. And when I get there, there's always a line, and sometimes Daddy don't get his bucket. So yeah, let me know which one you guys thought was the better bucket, which you would get, which we thought was not impressive. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts down below. Okay, the Poohniverse, the Poohniverse. Okay, so you guys know. Well, actually, a lot of you guys didn't know. I did my review for the movie Peter Pan Neverland Nightmares. Let me pull up that. Peter Pan Neverland Nightmares, which is the movie that is connected to the Winnie the Pooh horror universe where Peter Pan is in there. And you can check out my thoughts on the channel. I did a whole spoiler-free and spoilers. So if you don't want to see the movie, but you want to know what happens in it and things go down, you can see that in the video I posted on the channel. I'm going to keep it spoiler-free here, though. Well, I guess kind of. What I'm basically going to get into, though, is I mentioned something in that video that turned out to be wrong that that makes me more happy with this movie and what they're setting up. So if you don't know, one of their accounts, the Twisted Childhood Universe, there we go. I saw a lot of their accounts. They posted this poster, which I guess is an official poster, of Winnie the Pooh versus Peter Pan, and they were saying who's going to win, who are you rooting for, and the director of the movie even mentioned when they make the Avenger movie, the Poohniverse Assembles, the movie where all these characters are going to team up and fight, that's still happening, supposedly this year, they mentioned Peter Pan is on one side of the team, and Winnie the Pooh is on another side. It looks like that comment got misconstrued, and a lot of us understood it to mean Peter Pan would be the Thanos, would be the big bad guy for the Poohniverse. I've been told no. Peter Pan is not the Thanos. He is not the king, okay? And that makes me a lot more happy because surprisingly, the movie is not like as awful as you think it would be. Like comparing it to that original Winnie the Pooh, the movie is actually decent and it had a pretty twisted origin for this Peter Pan. But the problem is, this is the only spoiler I'll say, this Peter Pan ain't got no powers. This Peter Pan is just a regular crazy dude who kidnaps kids and thinks he's a killer. Or thinks he's Peter Pan, I should say. There's more to it than that. And the way the movie plays it is actually a pretty cool concept where I was like, yo, that's actually kind of twisted and there's some good kills in there and stuff like that. But I was like, this dude's just human and he was even struggling to fight a mom in the movie. How's he going to be like fighting Winnie the Pooh when that boy's like a big old beast and has a much bigger body count? So now we know it's almost like a Civil War thing where some monsters are on this side, some characters are on this side, and they'll clash and fight each other. But Peter Pan is not the big bad guy. They're saying here that there will be a big bad for the Poohniverse. Someone who has not yet been revealed, which that's interesting. Comparing this poster with all the people we're about to get, Peter Pan, the Mad Hatter, all the little furry creatures with Winnie the Pooh, Pinocchio. I can only imagine who the big bad is going to end up being. But that does make me like the Peter Pan movie more, because now it's almost like if you saw... I bet if all of us went to go see Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, but they never told us, and we never thought this, that Kang was supposed to be the big bad at one point, I think a lot of us would have liked Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania a lot better because we weren't there criticizing like, this guy's the new Thanos? I mean, an ant just swallowed him up. He's supposed to be the big bad guy? If you didn't have that in your mind and you were just like, oh, that's just a villain for this movie and he's got his good, his bad stuff, you know, I think you would have enjoyed Ant-Man a little bit more. So that's kind of what ended up happening here. Dude, it would be crazy if Mickey Mouse ends up being the bad guy, but that would be so perfect. You know, the Steamboat Willie version. It can't be Mickey Mouse, but dude, that would actually be perfect because that's freaking Mickey Mouse. He would be, hey, that might be good. That might be good. So honestly, that's awesome. And you know, I'm looking forward to the Pinocchio horror movie that they got coming up. That's the one that I'm still interested to see how that goes because we've gotten like the video of the animatronic. I'm trying to find the photo. Okay, yeah. And I did hear some stuff. Hopefully this is okay for me to say. If not, man, I hope he doesn't get mad. But when I was apologizing to the creator, because I was like, oh, dude, I said in my video, Peter Pan's the big bad. I'm sorry, I didn't know. He's like, oh, no, it's okay. It was just a misunderstanding. But anyways, he did let me know that he thinks Pinocchio is one of the creators of the Poohniverse. Pinocchio is going to be the best of the series so far. It has the highest budget of all the movies. That's good to know. The doll is amazing, and that the doll will be moving and active for about 80% of the movie. It's not going to be like Brahms from The Boy or Annabelle, where all a doll does is sit down and not do anything. The doll will be moving and doing stuff for at least 80% of the movie. That's good to know. Also, you got Robert Englund in there, freaking Freddy Krueger. Yeah, this movie's the one where I'm like, dude, come on. Let's make this one good. And they're slowly getting better. I mentioned in my Peter Pan video, these movies could easily be using AI. They could rely on really cheap, nasty stuff like just nudity and you know, that gross side of the horror. They're actually attempting stuff, so that's why they have my respect. Plus, they did give me my little cameo, and I wouldn't mind coming back, you know. Have Pooh rip out my guts, man. I'll do it. I'll take $5 pay. I don't care. Just to have that cemented in cinema. Winnie the Pooh killed me. Get in line, ladies. So there you go. Just an update on whatchamacallit, on the Poohniverse, just to get that straight. Peter Pan is not going to be the Thanos of the universe. He is going to fight against Winnie the Pooh, but he's not the main threat. Someone else is. We don't know who yet. So take your guesses on who the fairy tale creature is that is the Thanos of the fairy tale universe. We'll find out, guys. We'll find out. Okay. Moving on, let's get to talking about some FNAF. Oh, dude, FNAF stuff has been going crazy. I'm going to say, I guess, spoilers. I don't think this is a spoiler because it's a set video and it's like such a minor part of the movie. It doesn't give anything away. At least I don't think so. And plus, it has to do with like the YouTuber cameos, but the YouTubers already like posted their behind the scenes set video, so you already know they're going to be in the movie. So I'm like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But anyways, you saw that we've been talking about these Five Nights at Freddy's set photos, and it's been interesting to see, you know, a second location, the toy versions of that. Then in other photos, we were getting this festival called Faz Fest, where it's a bunch of fans within the Five Nights at Freddy's movie universe, where they're obsessed with the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. So they hold this fan-made festival where I guess they pretend like it's still up and running. You can buy merchandise, you can have all your fun, and you buy costumes and dress up and all this kind of stuff. It's kind of interesting. Like, I wonder if there's a Chuck E. Cheese Comic-Con. Let's look. Is there a let's see. Chuck E. Cheese Comic-Con. Is there a convention for a Chuck E. Cheese Comic-Con? There's got to be something like that, man. If they if they got this for Freddy Fazbear in their universe, oh yeah, I definitely want to be alone in a room with these guys. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. But anyways, that's kind of cool to know in their universe they have that. Well, we actually got some photos of a scene. Again, Cat FNAF, I need you to get in hiding. This account was the one that was sent it. They have not removed it. So Universal's, I guess, fine, or they just haven't noticed yet. But here we have some photos of the actual scenes of FNAF Fest. So here we go. Let's look at this up, see how this ends up going. And first off, we have a little cutaway of Toy Freddy. He's going to be part of Faz Fest. So Toy Freddy's just going to be walking around, doing this stuff, being like, welcome to Faz Fest. Grab a corn dog. Would you like popcorn? Toy Chica's in the back if you got $5. Just stuff like that, you know, just having fun at Faz Fest. So we have that. I'm trying to get into. You have, unfortunately, my cameo in the movie leaked. That everybody who's posted this on the Reddit thinks that's me, but I don't blame them. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Is it this way? It's this way. Okay. It's it. Chica? Who? Let me hold $5 for Chica. Oh, man. Why you guys got to do me like that? I dressed up like Bonnie for Faz Fest and they caught me. But you could also see Toy Freddy there, and you can get kind of like the size comparison of how big they're going to be compared to some people. I thought that was kind of cool. Let me see if I can get these other photos, because there were some other things that were revealed. Let me see if I can find the exact photo. Oh, here we go. And then we got these photos. This is basically the scene. These look to be some characters. Look how lively it is. So it's so funny that we have photos of the event, like just the standees, but nobody got set photos of when people were walking around. But this is going to be a scene in the movie, already kind of letting you know how much bigger the budget for the second movie is going to be. Like, I like these fan made costumes because you have like a Freddy Fazbear costume made by a fan there. She's obviously dressed like Foxy, another Freddy costume there. Like, honestly, these are costumes I would definitely see if I was walking around a Comic Con. Like, that's honestly pretty cool. And then here we go. We have some more. But also, with this being a horror movie, and if it's true that they're actually going to be more scary, dude, I love the idea of like a kill scene or something going down at this festival. There I am again. My cameo is leaked. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted it to be a surprise, but me as, you know, freaking Bonnie. Hey, Toy Chica. Still looking for her. I'll take a corn dog, though. No mustard. uh, that's so cool. I think that's fun. And again, it gives you the possibilities of like what the scene could look like. Let me read some of the things she was saying about what she got told about these scenes. It says, F it. I've been sent behind the scene photos of Toy Freddy for the FNAF 2 movie a few days ago, and it sadly has been leaked just today. Put in a video format to prevent anyone from getting spoiled immediately. It would mark it as sensitive content or whatever. Okay. I'm trying to see that there's like more details about it. Other others starting to get leaked. So here, there's also going to be some YouTubers. Yeah, if you saw Daco and some other YouTubers that unfortunately don't remember by name. Let me see if I can pull up. They were there where they were meeting up with Scott and they took photos with him and all that. Let me see if I don't know how much Daco. Oh, there we go. So he was there on set with Scott and all that, taking a photo. And I'm thinking that's just where the YouTubers are going to be. And that makes perfect sense for YouTuber cameos, is having them walk around Fast Fest as fans, literally what they are in real life. Perfect. Who knows if they're going to be dressed up or what they look like. So that's kind of cool. If you're someone, you know, your favorite FNAF creator, again, sorry, don't know all of them, but I know Daco for sure. And so I like this. I think that's such a cool scene, and that something's going to go abrupt. That, you know, there was, I think, saying that Toy Chica might come to life. Let me see here. For more context of the FNAF Fest scene with Toy Freddy, my sources explained to me he was happy to be there, at least in the first bits of the scene, probably, and was just walking around. Another one told me he was apparently talking about killing someone. So, yeah. That would be crazy if Toy Freddy's there, just supposed to be walking around having fun, then he's like, all hail plankton, and then just starts going after these fools, and people's like, is this a show? Is this a show? I still don't have that corn dog. I'm a little hungry if you haven't noticed. But dude, yeah. These are cool. I like this idea. It shows me the budget's getting bigger. It's looking like some fun stuff's going to be going down. So a little parade and fans, YouTuber cameos. I think that's awesome. I'm curious to what you guys think about this scene, what you would want to happen, what you think they should happen. And this is also where they can get meta in the universe, make fun of things in the world. Scott could even pop around. It'd be funny to see Scott be the corn dog guy. Maybe he hands you the corn dog, you know? Yeah, you guys let me know. As far as that, we just have other little castings, but nothing too much that I thought I could speculate and wonder on. Just little things here and there. Stuff about Mangle. I think that's where we get a little too much into the movie, but that little parade scene, since we already knew it was happening, I thought it was fun to talk about, and I don't think that's anything major that ruins the movie. So you guys let me know what you think about that leak scene and photos from FNAF 2. Okay, moving on to the Spider-Verse. Spider, spider, want the Spider-Verse. Yeah, wow. That's the Spider-Verse theme song. We had some interviews getting done. Let me see if I can find the exact one. But where it looks like they still have not made the progress that we were hoping for with this movie. We got here an interview where it says, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse still hasn't started voice recording. No, I wish. We haven't started up yet. Which, yeah, I don't think this movie's coming out next year. 2027 looks like the year, but also, would they release 2 Spider-Man movies that same year? It depends how far apart. Maybe we get Spider-Verse early on in the year and then Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie, but they're still saying they want Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie by 2026, so 2027 could be a good time. But dude, come on, man. I just want to see what happens. We're all going to be so old and gray, but it should also let you know that like they weren't even that far along. They were just putting all their efforts in Across the Spider-Verse, trying to get that done, moving things forward with it, and now when that was over, it was like finally time to start. And plus, I think they also want to take in some of the fan backlash. Not to say that there was backlash, but with every movie, there's things people liked, didn't like, and then they can improve on that with the next movie. So there's that as well. And plus, animation takes a long time, especially for these movies where they're so intricate. But dude, it just sucks, man. I'm like, I wonder how old we're all going to be when this movie finally comes out. 2027 is my hope. The only other time, sorry, I got to sneeze. 1 second. Uh, Excuse me. I'm sorry. That was one that did not want to come out. um this is also, oh, there we go. That's what I was going to mention. CinemaCon. CinemaCon is happening this year. Let me see when the dates are for CinemaCon of 2025 is March and April. Okay, so that's when we're going to be getting. Sony is set to be there at CinemaCon, and they're going to have a presentation. Sony is the one who makes announcements about Spider-Man stuff. That has to be when they let us know about the title or the release date for Spider-Man 5. Well, I think we already know the Spider-Man 4. Sorry. The release date for Spider-Man 4 and for Beyond the Spider-Verse, or an update on what's going on with that. So March and April is when we should be getting it. Some people saying they're gonna they're gonna announce El Muerto too. El Muerto is so good, you didn't need to see it. El Muerto dos. I think that's still so funny though. They announced El Muerto and then just no, movie muerto. Movie no happening. Movie gone. But yeah, let's hope CinemaCon, that's when Sony can let us know. March 31st to April. That'd be a great time to let us know. Come on, Sony. Please. All right. Um I think there's where we get into the big topic I want to discuss here, and then we just have some fun with you guys. So bear with me here. We're about to get a little down and dirty. Yesterday was an extremely wild day if you were a Scream fan, man. Let me tell you, the news was just happening nonstop. So if you've been familiar with Scream 7, you know all the controversies and whatnot, and I'm not going to linger too hard on that because I do want to theorize and try to speculate what's going on in the movie. But man, yesterday was a day. So it all started whenever we got the confirmation of who's going to be playing Sydney's husband in Scream 7. And this was not on my bingo card. It got announced that Joel McHale, if you don't know, a lot of people remember him from Community. Let me pop him up here. I remember him from denying Aunt May that loan. That's why he's a villain in my book. And it was before he got his glorious hair plugs. He denied Aunt May that loan. Shame on you, man. Shame on you, Joel. But I saw this and I was like, he's gonna be Sydney's husband? Bro, what a weird choice. Now, there's so many angles. This is like the one, though, this is the one piece of Scream 7 news where both sides, whether you're someone who wants to boycott, hate this movie, which all in your right to, or if you're someone that's excited and is looking forward to, which I think you're also in your right to, you know, this beloved franchise, both those sides who have been at war since this movie started, they got together and both hated this news. Nobody was happy. For the main reason is because we all thought Sydney's husband would end up being Mark Kincaid from Scream 3. He was the detective there, and if you remember in Scream 5, when Sydney takes the phone call from Dewey, and she's, you know, pushing her stroller and all that, he's like, "Oh, just taking a stroll with my girl, and Mark's with the kids," and we're like, "Oh, name drop Mark, that Mark Kincaid, they officially got married. Awesome, cool." And even if you saw interviews with Radio Silence, the people who made Scream 5 and 6, they confirmed. They said, "Oh yeah, we meant that to be Mark Kincaid. That's who it's supposed to be." And even Mark, the actor, Patrick Dempsey, who was also in the movie Thanksgiving, he was in interviews just a couple months ago saying, "We are in negotiations. I'm looking at the script. We are supposed to be married. We'll see what happens." Looks like that did not go through. So instead, Sydney married another Mark, still named Mark, but this one is Mark Evans. So I guess that would also make Sydney Evans, not Sydney Prescott. We'll see if she keeps the Prescott name or not. Okay, I'm not even mad that it's not Mark Kincaid. If you want me to be honest with you, I never loved the idea of him being Sydney's husband. Not that he's a bad choice, but it did feel a little fan servicey. I'm like, they didn't really even seem to have a love connection in Scream 3. They could have liked each other, but we never saw that developed. In Scream 4, there was no mention of her having kids and things like that, or even being with him. Like, to me, it's not even a bummer that he's not ends up being the husband. To me, the bummer is this guy just doesn't that doesn't fit to me. Trying to picture Joel McHale as Sydney's husband, that doesn't I don't know, that doesn't fit right to me. Like, and again, this is no hate to the actor because he's funny in Community. I've seen him in a couple seasons there. Some people find him charming, but I just do not see him as the guy as the guy Sydney ends up marrying. Especially when you look at all of Sydney's boyfriends. Like my favorite one is, Scream 2. That was the perfect guy for Sydney, and that's who I always envisioned someone like Cindy ending up with, is like kind of like a macho smart guy. A little Billy, a little Mark in there. He would have been perfect, but Derek unfortunately bit the bullet. I'm like, Joel, okay, I guess that could be Sydney's husband, but I was like, that's a weird choice. Okay, now, so there was a lot of discourse. Yeah, again, like I said, both fans of Scream 7 and people who hate Scream 7 were laughing. Were like, I don't like this. I hate this. Da, 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 da. And there was a lot of negativity. But there was also some theories I want to get into immediately, like what happens with anybody. Whoever gets added to a Scream movie, there's always a ton of people who go, oh, that's the killer. That's the killer. I solved it. They say that with every casting announcement. Of course, if you say everybody's the killer, you're bound to get it right. I don't think this guy's going to be the killer. There's definitely potential there because they tend to get the bigger stars end up playing Ghostface or whoever's kind of most popular in the cast. And Joel has had a long career, is recognizable for all intents and purposes. He is kind of one of the bigger stars. He could end up being it, but I don't think he's going to be Ghostface because, one, he's supposed to be the husband that Sydney has kids with. So they have been married. And if, like they're saying, Sydney has a teenage daughter who's 16, 17. They've been married a long time, had multiple kids. If you decide to make him Ghostface after having multiple kids with Sydney, teenage daughter, all that, then it is just for shock value. And that is the dumbest thing. Because, again, as much as I like Scream 5 and 6, there were some kind of dumb writing choices in those movies. Like in Scream 6, one of the killers fakes their own death. And we're just supposed to pretend like the police department was okay with a missing body. We're like, hey, isn't that girl dead? Shouldn't she be in our morgue or buried or some sort of autopsy done? I think she's the killer because her body's not here. And we saying it's just like, it's shock value. You pretended to kill her on screen, and then she ends up being one of the ghost faces. Oh, shocking. Do it right. Like, I think Jill from Scream 4, best in terms of shock value and having a good motive to be Ghostface. I cannot think of a good motive for a husband of 15, 16 years with multiple kids. All of a sudden, yeah, this is the year I go Ghostface. This is the year. But hey, if I'm wrong, I'll be happy to hear the motive. But if it's only for shock value, dumb. It's on the same level of when people say Sydney should be the killer this time. You shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. But I do think he's an obvious choice to be dead. Now that it's not Mark Kincaid and he has no legacy connection, and he's also, his role, his stereotype as an actor is charming and funny. That's what he does best. That's who he's definitely going to play in the movie too. He's going to be the husband that's joking around, that's the funny dad, and that's probably how he got Sydney to marry him, is, making Sydney laugh and all that. So he's going to be probably a charming guy, and we're going to grow to like him. And then it's going to be heartbreaking to see the funny, goofy dad get killed by Ghostface, and that's only going to motivate Sydney to want to stop this Ghostface, protect her children, and honor her husband. Definitely think that's what's going to happen. The only other thing is Ghostface could try and trick Sydney that he is Ghostface, which is something that has happened in the past. If you remember her college boyfriend, Derek, Sydney was trying to save him, and then Ghostface is like, he's my partner. And Sydney was like, what? And she believed it. It'd be funny if they do a twist where she's like, this guy's married with me 16 years. He's not Ghostface. I don't believe you. Anyways, so I think that's what's gonna happen. Is he's obviously dead. He could be the opening kill. Like Sydney could be the opening kill, and the only person that dies is him, while Sydney and the kids get away. That'd be a cool way to start Scream 7 with the death of the husband. So to me, he's obviously dead, and he's going to be the charming, funny guy. I don't like this casting choice. I feel like they could have done something else. Um, all right, so there was that, and then there was a ton of backlash, like I was saying, right? Well, I guess Spyglass was seeing all the backlash, people getting angry on both sides, and they're like, we need another announcement. We need something else to distract them. And then the bombshell dropped that changed a lot of people. Jasmine Savoy Brown, who ends up playing Mindy, the Randy of this universe, she got announced to be coming back. And I was like, what? I did not see that. We had already gotten the confirmation that Chad, Mr. Chad Meeks from why I'm forgetting his name, Mason Gooding, great actor, nice guy. I remember jumping out of my chair in Scream 6 when I was watching it. I was like, no, they got Chad. He survived. I don't know how, but he survived and I was happy. He was the only member of the core 4 that got confirmed to be returning, and everybody was like, dang, that's going to be weird. Probably also going to be terrible if he dies and none of his friends are there to mourn his loss. That'll be a waste. But it's also like, how do you have one twin without the other? Well, I guess you can't. I guess you can't, because Mindy is going to be there alongside her twin. I did not see this coming for the behind the scene reasons that one, Jasmine Savoy Brown has been very vocal too about being pro-Palestine. One of the things that got Melissa Barrera fired. So kind of weird that they would fire Melissa Barrera for that, but then go back and be like, it's okay when you do it though. So come in here, Jasmine. And just like Spyglass at this point, just send out an apology, put all this controversy aside, and let's try to enjoy this movie, because I want to be happy for Kevin Williamson and Sydney in this film, but it's hard to with all the behind the scenes. Either way, that was crazy, and it did also have a lot of people digging deep into the behind the scenes, turning on Jasmine. And I've said it before, people on both sides, for or against the movie, there are evil people on both sides that harass, bully, and that's just like, what are we doing? We're turning into Richies on both sides. Stop. And so, there was even people who pointed out, and I thought this was kind of crazy, after the Jasmine Savoy Brown got announced and was said to be part of the movie, Melissa Barrera made a little update on her Instagram where I was like, oh, okay. Because people were saying, because we've seen in behind the scene photos, look, they're so friendly, chat, they're all there, they're all friends and whatnot. Like, Melissa Barrera's probably okay, and she understands that, it's hard to give up opportunities in Hollywood and stuff like that. And so everybody thought they'd be fine, but let me see if I can find it. Melissa Barrera Instagram. When I saw that, I was like, oh, after the Jasmine Savoy Brown announcement came out, like an hour or two later, Melissa Barrera posted this saying, people say a lot, so watch what they do. Kind of giving a little sneaky sly, it looks like, to Jasmine. Now, again, I hate playing this little gossip game and trying to guess and pick and whatnot, what's going on in celebrities' lives. We don't know, but it's just messy. And then it sucks that I used to see a Scream update, and then I could go on my timeline of all the Scream accounts I follow, and I'd see a theory, I'd see people getting excited, passionate. Now, anytime there's a Scream update, it's a fight, and it sucks that that's what the franchise has become, but it is Spyglass's fault, so who can blame them? Okay, trying to put that controversy, like I said, aside, and trying now to theorize, what does this mean for the movie and what could happen? I feel like, and I don't want this, but I feel like this is where I could see it going. I think Chad will end up being the Dewey a la Scream 5 of Scream 7. What I mean by that is, if you remember this scene in Scream 5, Ghostface comes out in the hospital, Dewey's there being a hero, tragic, horrific scene. Dewey ends up dying. And then what does that happen after Dewey dies? Sydney and Courtney Cox, Gale Weathers show up all sad, and we remember, I have a feeling that's what happened. I think Chad could die early in the movie, and if Chad dies, I mean, in the movie world, you would think Mindy, as a good sister, would definitely show up, and her having this courage, being the character she is, would be like, I'm killing him. I'm getting Ghostface. I'm getting all this. You just killed my brother. I feel like that's what's going to end up happening. I feel like that's going to be the same thing, that they're going to have Chad die, funeral, or maybe he's in the hospital. Maybe he survives again. We know the guy's got infinite lives. Maybe, and then Mindy shows up to protect and be around him in the hospital. That could be the case. I feel like that's what I could see happen. And they still have to do that little payoff that they set up in Scream 6, where Mindy is sad because she's never there for the monologue for the big villains and the reveal. We had Scream 5 and 6, and Mindy wasn't there for the unmasking. It's like, I think the writers at least want to follow through with that setup and have Mindy part of the unmasking in Scream 7. So maybe that'll happen. So I think just for that alone, I think Mindy's making it to the final scene. Whether she lives or dies by the end, who knows? But I still think it'll be sad because the core 4 as characters isn't there and they became such a large part. But this also has got people going, man. It's like, could they actually be rounding up all the members of the core 4? Could we see Jenna Ortega come back? There was rumors months ago that Melissa Barrera was meeting with Spyglass and some sort of thing, but then those rumors got pushed aside and said, no, that's not happening. Who knows, man? Melissa Barrera coming back would definitely finally shut up all this drama and we could just focus on the movie. But until then, I understand why people are speaking out. So it was just a messy day to be a Scream fan, man. I was just looking at the behind the scenes and then also trying to theorize as a movie and a fan. So much stuff was going on. It was wild. And it's been interesting to see what happens. So we'll see. People say Mindy should die. I know a lot of people don't like Mindy. And you know what? I will say, it's not even Jasmine Savoy Brown's fault. They made Mindy too much of the meta character where she's breaking the fourth wall and saying things like F this franchise, or giving her scenes where she's making the rules. Those scenes felt so forced in Scream 6. They didn't feel as natural as when Randy would give it. I did like when she did the rules in Scream 5, but in Scream 6, the rules felt a little too forced. And so I hope they kind of lay back, and maybe Kevin Williamson will know what to do with the character in that sense. But hey, man, Scream 7 news, messy tea everywhere. I need to know your guys' theories and thoughts and how you're feeling about Scream with all this going on. And are you as shocked as me with some of these announcements, man? Because I definitely was. That was a lot to talk about there. Okay, good stuff, Chris. Chad Dussy. A Scream popcorn bucket of Chad. That would be wild. That is our final topic that we have to discuss here. I see you guys are wanting to jump on the Reddit. So I guess let's do that. And then we're going to go into our super chatty questions. I loved Wicked. That's okay, man. Why are you screaming? It's okay to love Wicked. Wicked is not a bad thing. Oh, okay. We got a theory here. Nice to know. Keeping it a thing. Hear me out. Maybe Chad and Mindy are the ghost faces in Scream 7. They are targeting a movie studio trying to make a real-life crime documentary about the Greenboro murders without the involvement or permission of Sam and Tara. How does that tie in, though, to Sydney? Because Sydney's the main character, right? So, how would that tie in, if they end up being ghost faces, that would be a wild twist. And I would feel so out of character for them. But if they got a good motive, I'm down to see it. 3C sneezes. Why you guys gotta have my sneezes? Let me take this so you could hear the sound of my sneezes. I hope it's edited with an explosion or something. That would make it so funny. All right, let's see here. 3C sneezes. 7 is my hope. The only other time, sorry, I gotta sneeze. 1 second. What kind of edit was that? I don't even know what that sound is. Bro sneezed like a iPad kid. All right. When this movie finally comes out. Another one. 2027 is my hope. The only other skip to the sneeze. What the heck? I don't get why this is. Okay. Oh my God, that's too loud. Sorry. All right. Chris, after watching a Sony Spider-Man movie, burn it. Burn it all. You won't like 3C when he's reviewing a Spider-Man spin-off. Fly high, my glorious. See, why did people think I died? The account is called Bless Every Account. Not that I've died. That's wild, though. Oh, nice. I like this edit. I previously made a live action Shrek with Chris's Shrek, picture with a cat and donkey. Now I've made a poster. Somebody won't tell me the world. Me watching 3C live in my living room, and my mom walks in when Chris goes out of context. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. Dude, James Wan. Dude, James Wan for Batman Brave and the Bold would go hard, dude. His visuals in the Aquaman movies, nice. Nice. Oh. Don't hold back. I got it for the audio. Okay. Push the button. My finger is on the button. Perfect. Good job.
Do I look like a monster?
Chris, what the hell? What is this? Okay.
Do I look like a monster?
I want my daddy.
I want your daddy too.
Okay. That wasted 9 seconds of my life. Toy Chica's in the back if you got $5. Blasphemy. Toy Chica's in the back if you got $5. Chica? Who? Let me hold $5 for Chica.
She is such a bad bitch, though.
Who's that streamer? That was funny. We got a little Lego Freddy. That's nice to see. Nice little. I decided before today's live stream. He's doing what before today's live stream? I decided before today's live stream I'd spend a couple hours playing by myself. Very, very nice.
That's the thing about the streets.
Oh. Okay, I've been wanting to see if someone did this. Okay, this was me at the end of Fast and Furious.
That's the thing about the streets. The streets, they don't always win. No, that's not happening.
Good stuff. I still remember watching that in theaters when Vin Diesel had the strength to crack the concrete of a parking lot 3 stories up. The streets always win. Oh. Cinema, good stuff. Super 3C, Super Chris, help me. Oh, I'm here. Okay, good stuff. Why are there so many repeating posts, man? Jarvis, clip that. Fortnite Kong. I know. Like I said, video on the channel, the Clips channel. I posted 8 minutes of me playing and becoming Godzilla. The Battle of the Ages. 3C the Hedgehog versus Super 3C. 44 seconds. All right, let's see how this goes.
Look up in the sky!
Didn't even hurt me. I like the slow-mo, Zack Snyder. Interstellar it just became Interstellar at the end. Nice, I like it. Good stuff. Good stuff.
She was gonna wear that tonight and you ruined it.
Honey, it was ruined when she bought it.
That's literally what I was thinking when I did that. I was thinking about that scene from Cat in the Hat. Honey, it was ruined when she bought it. Good FNAF photos. Good stuff in there. Good stuff. Okay, I think we're caught up on things on the Reddit.
Tomorrow, Cinemark can tweet out, Chris is a loser, we hate him. I'm still saying their popcorn is the best. AMC, fix your popcorn. Because some days it's tolerable and okay.
You guys can catch that on the channel. Okay, good stuff. The Reddit is continuing to be brain rot as usual. I love it. Let's go into some super chatty questions and have some fun, and you guys dictate the conversation. Let's get the conversation going. All right, let me just put a window up. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. Okay, let's get this going. All right, my movie peeps. Let's start off here. Because today's Jim Carrey's 63rd birthday, how would you rank these Jim Carrey films? Ooh, this is a good one. Little Jim Carrey ranking. I like this. Bruce Almighty, The Mask, Sonic 2. Very interesting you picked Sonic 2. Eternal Sunshine, Liar Liar. Ooh, okay. Now, the basis is going to be more about how much I like Jim Carrey in the role. So because of that, I do think Sonic 2 is going to be like at the bottom. Not because I think Sonic 2 is bad, but just because he's not the main focus of the movie. He's, the side villain and whatnot, but he does a lot of funny stuff in there. I like when he flosses in front of Knuckles. When in front of Knuckles, that was funny. So Sonic 2 at the bottom. Then I think I'm going to have to go Bruce Almighty, but that's not, I love Bruce Almighty. That's a good one, but that was starting to get in the era where it was the last, good Jim Carrey movies, I should say, or the last, classic ones. It's become a classic now, but I love Bruce Almighty. I think that's a really funny movie. A lot of good stuff in there. Morgan Freeman is gone and stuff. So Bruce Almighty. Then I think I'm going Liar Liar. I like Liar Liar a lot. That's a really classic one and a lot of funny scenes and a good premise. I saw that movie when I was so young. And you have Tiffany Valentine, aka Jennifer Tilly. So she's in there, and that's great. Then I think I'm going, because now we have either The Mask or Eternal Sunshine. I should probably say Eternal Sunshine number 1, but I'm going number 2. I still like that movie. Kind of sad, though. Kind of sad, and I like it when Jim Carrey make me laugh. But great performance, great premise. Mask number 1. Mask number 1. There we go. That's how your boy ranks those. New Win or Lose Pixar trailer. I did see that pop up. I'm waiting for the show. See how good it is. Hey, Chris, will dance. Hey, Chris, will dance like for me whenever I'm feeling good about myself. I will dance too, like Footloose when I feel myself. Chris, are you going to Texas Frightmare? And the Until Dawn movie could have been called Dark Pictures, and people would have been way happier. Also, red lights. You're probably right about that, but I still think it's fine to go with name. I think a lot of people are also miscalculating how much Until Dawn is an IP. Like, yes, it's probably a very notable or well-known game in the video game community, but as far as general audience, Until Dawn doesn't carry some sort of weight like if it was Uncharted or, Tomb Raider, things like that. Like, people going, they're just using it for the IP. Okay, well, that's not even helping them either, because I don't think Until Dawn is that huge where it's like just putting the name on the movie is going to make it a huge success. But you're right, people would have been better if they was just called something like Dark Pictures. It's Lord Chris. Can you take me to Neverland? I wanted to go to Neverland as a kid, but the Steven Spielberg Hook Neverland. I like the scene where they eat the food and then it's colorful. Just wanted to let you know I changed my username and profile picture from Terry Ross to I Love Movies. Oh, well, I thank you for that update. I was honestly starting to worry about you, my friend. I was like, where's Terry Ross? Should I be calling the authorities? Oh, he's just I Love Movies. He's good, authorities. Skeleton Crew was great. What is your favorite episode? Who was your favorite character? And do you have hope there is a season 2? Happy birthday, Jim. Yes, happy birthday, Jim Carrey. There was a part of me that was going to make Skeleton Crew a topic on today's video, on live stream. But when I was doing the backup research and trying to get everything settled correctly, I could not find a proper article for what I wanted to talk about. So the thing I wanted to talk about with Skeleton Crew is there were these reports going around that, because it's ended at the 8 episodes and whatnot. I saw them all, so I'll give you my thoughts on that in a sec. But there's reports going that the ratings for the show were the lowest in the franchise. Even compared to The Acolyte, it was 20% lower than The Acolyte, and The Acolyte was already at a down slope. And I was just wanting to bring it up as a casual going like, dude, Disney again is hurting the Star Wars brand. And I'm not saying this as clickbait hate or trying to start up rage and stuff like that, because I hate, some of those channels that live and feed off the hate. This is just becoming a reality. And I am so curious about what a Star Wars movie in theater is going to look like with this long period from what was it? Return of Skywalker to now this Mandalorian movie, which is what we've had 5 years, 4 years in between. And in between that, there's been Star Wars show, Star Wars show, Star Wars show. Some liked, some hated, some really big controversies of people just being mad at them. I feel like Disney has hurt the brand to where people just expect Star Wars content on Disney Plus. Because that's the only time there's a commercial for a Star Wars thing. Oh, that's going to be on Disney Plus. How do you think it's going to be whenever The Mandalorian starts putting trailers on Super Bowl or this and that? Even if it says in theaters, people are going to be like, Mandalorian, he's on Disney Plus, right? Oh, we'll watch that. Oh, is that April 1st? Okay, we'll watch that on April. April's going to come. They're going to go on Disney Plus and go, where's that Mando movie? Oh, it's in theaters? Forget that. I'm not gonna watch that. That I'm telling you, because the same thing happened with Pixar for a while. Pixar was struggling to regain its audience that Disney had built, where it was like, oh, you could only find Pixar movies on Disney Plus, and then they had to force themselves out of that kind of thinking. We'll see how Elio does when that comes out this year. And again, it sucks because, like I said, I've seen this, and it was for some reason, I think because of John Watson, I like the premise. It gave me vibes of old Steven Spielberg movies, kind of. I know it's not a Spielberg movie, but he was involved, like The Goonies or E.T., Stand By Me, movies like that. Kind of like adventurous. And I enjoyed it. It was a good show. I had a lot of fun with it. The characters were cool. Twists and turns, the galaxy, adventure stuff. I was fun through and through, and it even had a good finale. But because of this viewership, I don't know if they're going to do a season 2. It was pretty expensive from what I saw and all that. So, yeah, I said the Goonies, and someone just said the Gooners. I know I shouldn't laugh at stuff like that, but that's just so funny. The Goonies, the Gooners. The fact that some people's brains just connect and work like that. Oh, I'm going to miss TikTok. I'm going to miss the brain rot it has held on to us. Anyways, though, so yeah, like again, and people are saying this is also like another example of like something that's actually good and enjoyable in the Star Wars universe, and it's still one of the lowest viewed stuff because Disney has just run the Star Wars brand a little to the ground. For Acolyte, there was more argument whether it was a good or bad show. For me, I feel like this is undeniably one of their better Disney Plus shows, and not a lot of people checked it out. So I think this is sad. Again, is bring it up to you guys whether you think this is gonna hurt the movie of Star Wars when those coming out, like The Mandalorian. Can you ever imagine the days where a Star Wars movie opens with like a $30 million opening? Unheard of. Unheard of. When these movies used to be like would make $500 million in one weekend. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. Anyways, yeah, thank you for bringing that up. All right. That TikTok was me, I swear. Oh, Movie Nation, if that really was you, I appreciate you. I really liked that edit. It was pretty funny. It made my day, and it got some good views, man. Got some good views. You kind of look like Daniel Royale from Final Death. Oh my goodness. All right, let's look this up. I hate when I get comments about, Chris, you kind of look like ho and ho. Let me just run you through some of the ones I've gotten. I used to be called Fat Elon Musk, which I used to think was funny and enjoy, but then I don't really like Elon as a person anymore. So I don't embrace that joke anymore because I just not a big Elon guy. But I used to get called Fat Elon Musk, and I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. I was called, what's his name? Sumo Joe wrestler? Some WWE wrestler guy named Sumo Joe. I got told I look like this guy. That was a confidence boost, baby. That definitely made me feel good. Nick Avocado before he lost all the weight. Nick Avocado. That was definitely one that I had to live with. I have to stand by. That's always one. And now let's look up this new one that I'm being told right now. What's his name? Dano Roy. Okay. Final Destiny? Just put Des 2. Okay. You ready, guys? What's this gonna look like? Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, Final Destination. I'm over here thinking it's a video game. Final Destination. Final Destination 2. Okay, that's not so bad. All right. I get it. we got kind of like that same little face structure. Okay, that's not a bad one. Out of all the ones I've ever been compared to, yeah, Buzz Lightyear, but I kind of like the Buzz Lightyear one. The guy from Megamind, you're right. Okay, this one's not bad. Scale of 1 to 10, and like 10, like I'm gonna cry in my bathroom. 1 being like, dude, yes, of course I look like Ryan Gosling. This is like a 4 to me. This is not even bad. Okay, but you're right. There was other ones. People were saying Buzz Lightyear, but specifically the Lightyear version, which was like the Chris Evans version. That's me if I was a Pixar character. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And then the guy from Megamind, what was his name? Titamus? Titan? Um
I hate you guys.
Oh, there is no Queen of England. There is no Easter Bunny. Good stuff. Look at that. They definitely got that same Riz face. So there you go. There you go. That's a lot of fun. Thank you guys. Moving on. C3 moving to Red Note after TikTok ban? Probably not. I thought it was kind of funny that people were doing that, but like since that is the more Chinese one, they're still very strict. I've been seeing videos where people get, banned very easily, and stuff like that. So I think if I got on it, I'd end up being banned and stuff like that. And they're probably gonna crack down on it. I'm still holding out hope TikTok's not getting banned. I enjoy it. I'm very thankful that YouTube is like my main goal. Like if YouTube ever is getting banned, bruh, I gotta do something because that's scary. TikTok is like that sucks, but I'll be okay. I hate it for my friends that have like grown from there and have really gotten a platform, and I hope something gets worked out because I was doing pretty well on TikTok too, man. I feel proud of myself that I mastered 2 platforms. Still got to figure out Twitch and Instagram or all these other places. But yeah, man, sucks. Chris be too much for Red Note, man. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. All right. So Michael Kennedy wrote Freaky, Wonder Knife, Time Cut, now Hard Eyes. You think he will do St. Patrick's slasher? That'd be cool if he did a St. Patrick's one. And I like Michael Kennedy. He used to follow me on Twitter. I don't know if he still does or whatnot. And we'd go back and forth liking each other's stuff and things like that. But I do want to be honest. Like I'm sure he's honest if he ever saw my videos that they're not all good. He's like, I love Freaky. Wonderful Knife was a bit of a disappointment for me. That was a movie I thought was going to be so cool and interesting because of the Christmas aesthetic. If you guys don't remember, Wonderful Knife? It was like the movie A Wonderful Life, but with a killer or whatever that she's like wishes she was never born. Then the killer comes in her town, and I love the costume, all this like white look and all that was awesome, but story was not it. Time Cut, worst movie of his, no offense, but that one was such a major disappointment. Hard Eyes actually looks pretty decent, putting Spyglass aside. Hard Eyes, I was like, that actually looks fun. So you're right, he's going through the different holidays and whatnot. St. Patrick's Day slasher would be cool. I'm trying to think. I still want like an Easter bunny killer. I still want some sort of bunny killer out there. That'd be fun. Hey Chris, hope you had a good week. I'm very happy that they announced a 3rd live action. Oh yeah, Lion King movie. This should be the last of the Lion Kings. Yeah, believe it or not, guys, they announced. Well, they didn't announce it. It's still up in the air whether it's actually going to be happening. But there was a report. I believe it was from Daniel RPK, Lion King. Where there's going to be another Lion King sequel being made. And see, it says here, a new live-action Lion King film is reportedly in the works at Disney. It will not be a sequel to Mufasa. Which, what did you say about my brother? Nobody talk about my brother. Hey, look over there, it's my brother. Best song of the movie. That one was kind of catchy, all right? I was in the theater going, what did you say about my brother? Nobody talk about my brother. Sequel? What did you say about my sister? I hate that song. It is one of those songs that is definitely like, that's not a good song, but every time you hear it, you kind of want to sing it. I have no idea what they do now. What are they? The only other logical thing is they make like the Lion King movie that they made when it was straight to Disney, like straight to video, where it's like about Simba's daughter who falls in love with Scar's kid, I think it is. Sure, let's just do that. But let's focus on the story. And people are going, why? Why would they do this? So bad, so dumb. Dude, Mufasa makes money, dude. Mufasa at the box office. Let me just show you. Oh, the heck? Mufasa box office. Let me just show you. Then they're beating Sonic worldwide. $500 million already there. $500 million worldwide. Look at that. Internationally, people love these Lion King movies. 352. Let's just for comparison, Sonic 3, so that you can see, still doing good. It still made a profit, and it's guaranteed us a sequel. But yeah, like about half of what Lion King is doing internationally. It's crazy, man. It is crazy times. So that's why they're doing it. It's a moneymaker. It's a moneymaker. Someone said, "Dang it, Beyonce." All right. Somebody better call Google Maps. Thank you, Nick. Keeping it going. Somebody better call Google Maps. Can't wait for FNAF Movie 2. Yeah, I'm getting more interested. Some of those photos and leaks, I'm like, I'm kind of curious what they're doing now. Hopefully it's fun. Have you watched Patriots Day? It's really good. Is that the Mark Wahlberg one? I think I have seen it. Unless I'm thinking of another movie. Patriots Day movie. Yeah, the Mark Wahlberg one. Yeah, I saw it. I liked it. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's a Bruce Almighty reference there for you. All right. Chris, who would be your alternate fan casting for Craven? I have Ode Fair the Magi with the black uniform from the Mummy movies. Okay, let me look him up because I do not recognize that. I do have an actor in mind, but I think it's probably such like an obvious choice, not even that good. The Majod. I'm like starting to become like an old man with my typing. Who's this guy? Oh, him as Craven? Sure. But this is like from the old Mummy movies. I don't even know what he looks like now. I guess you could play an older Craven. My pick would have been an obvious one. I'm forgetting his name. Let me look up. I know he was just in Den of Thieves too. Plain movie. Oh, plain movie. Gerard Butler. Isn't that like a good obvious choice? Gerard Butler for Craven. I just feel like he's got the vibe, the look. You probably muscle him up a bit. Gerard Butler, I feel, is like would have been a great Craven, you know. But I think it's like kind of an obvious one. Someone said Ben Schwartz. Man, Neverland Nightmares was an effed up movie. In all honesty, it was actually pretty decent, and I hope the level of quality sticks. But man, that was dark. Yeah, it got dark in some spots, and like the Tinkerbell backstory, I was like, that's kind of sad. And you know, especially when you get into like how Tinkerbell was taken out in that movie, that was awful. In terms of like, that was pretty sad. It's me, Austin Chris, the Wolverine video guy. Give me an update, my goat. Or do I commit to the bit and become 4C Films and make my own? I have to get to that video. I know I have to. I know I got to do it. I know I've been making excuses and whatnot. It needs to be done, especially because of all the video series I'm planning for this year with like the Fantastic Four movies, the Superman movies, the Final Destination movies. So if I'm a guy who didn't stick to my word and didn't finish Wolverine, why would people stick around for those other videos? So I've got to make time for it. And there's no excuses in January. It's pretty dry time. Hi, 3C. I'm a big fan. I've never done this before, but I'm glad you're the first donation I've done. Keep killing it, man. By the way, love the Discord server. Oh, nice. I'm not in it, but I'm glad people are running it good. Godzilla fan 238. Appreciate you for being here. And I hope you like the Godzilla video on the Clips channel. Wushu Animation sends them support. Thank you so much, Wushu. Thoughts on Gen V set photos? Oh, there were some set photos for Gen V. Okay, let me see about that. Gen V set photos. Oh, these are set. There's some kissing. There's some stuff going on. We got some superhero people action. Oh, look at that. That costume and red costume. Whoa, what is this? Looks like a twin team. That's kind of crazy. Okay, yeah, I like Gen V. I didn't know if I was gonna like Gen V. That looks like a Power Ranger. Am I looking at the right set photos? I don't even think this is the right thing. I think this is a whole different show. I don't think this is from Gen V, guys. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. What the Sigma? Sorry about that, but I did like Gen V, and I'm curious about second season. I'm gonna miss that actor that passed away, though, dude. I liked him as an actor. Nexo sends in $1. Appreciate that. Dan Terrence, the Owl House, is working with Glitch Productions on a new series called Knights of Genevieve. Oh, man, you're really on your posts for the animated stuff. I appreciate that. I respect that. Good work, my friend. Hi, 3C. Love you, man. 2024, you reacted to my Spider-Man film teaser. We now have the full trailer up, and would love if you would let me know your thoughts, possibly reaction if that's okay. The film is dedicated to my son, Jaden. Wow, man, how could I say no to that? I don't know. I'll watch a little bit of it. That way I incentivize people to go finish it for themselves if they're interested. I hope it's not the one where I was laughing at, no offense. I think there was one I was remembering that was pretty funny. But let's see what we got here. Okay, 2-minute trailer. I'll watch a little bit of it. Let me get to the so you guys can hear the sound. All right, Jack. Let's see what we got here.
I need you to tell me right now. Are we getting out of this?
I told you I wasn't gonna let anything happen to you. We're in this together, so we're gonna get out of it. Now let's go.
We have identified both men to be Jack and Dennis Carradine, both in their early 20s. They are armed, dangerous, and on the run. They took the lives of 2 people tonight that we know of so far. One of our department's own,
That's
Frank
a sexy
Perry,
cop. That is a sexy cop.
and an elderly man from Queens that we've identified as Benjamin Parker.
Oh, they're the guys who killed Ben.
I can't believe I shot somebody. He left you no choice. Sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do. You were protecting me though, and I love you for that.
The road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
You gotta make sure everything's working.
All right, I see the effort, I see the love. If this interests you, you could find the rest of the trailer here and check it out and support. Hey, I've never made a fan film, so I can't say anything, man. Good for you, buddy. I hope you get what you need to out of that. Looks like some effort was definitely put in. All right, let's continue on then with the super chatty chats and move forward. All right, yo, it's my first time I caught you live, and I just wanted to say I hope you're happy and thick like Chica. Okay, appreciate that one. Also, why does Peter have? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that in my video. Peter has no. That's definitely some crazy psychological stuff you can get into and wonder about. But I remember seeing that going, is he like Ken and a Barbie or? Interesting. If they don't do human hybrid route for Jurassic World Rebirth, but still do hybrids, they could go with Ultimasaurus. It was made as a toy for the first movie. Ultimasaurus. I've never seen this. Ultimasaurus? I just looked Jurassic Park. Ultimasaurus. What the heck? I could not see that monster in the movie. Well, maybe. That's actually kind of a crazy one. I just need a good reason for why they just randomly mishmashed all this DNA into one. Because I thought they had a good reason with the Indominus Rex in the first Jurassic World. They're like, attendance is down. People want scary big dinosaurs. So we made a scary big dinosaur. And looking at this, I'm just like, we got bored and wanted to mix things around. This is what happened. Cool, though. It's crazy looking dinosaur, though. Nintendo announced the Switch 2. When is 3C gonna announce Chris 2? Yeah, he's bigger, he snaps in, and maybe he's a mouse. Nintendo Switch 2. I saw that. I don't hate it. I like that it's bigger. I gotta play some more Switch games. I saw they redesigned the Mario Kart characters with a new Mario Kart game. I did play Mario Kart Jamboree, not Mario Kart, Mario Party Jamboree. That's a lot of fun. But after Mario Odyssey and the 2 Zelda games, I haven't picked up the Switch in a while. I need more platforming games, you know? But we'll see. We'll see. Would you be interested in checking out my first 3-minute short film with no dialogue? It's on my channel. I'm not gonna get in the habit of doing that. I support you if that's what you want to do out there. And hey, right here, Johnny Boy SFX. If anybody out there wants to check it out, go. Once I start doing that, I'll get endless requests for it, and then it'll just be a whole thing. And I just kind of want to keep it fun, you know? So I'm happy for you. Keep it up. I hope Brave New World is going to be good. I really hope it's good, man. If it does not end up being good, I'm going to be a little sad for Sam Wilson because I don't think he'll get another Captain America movie. But I also don't know if they want to have a new trilogy with that Sam Wilson. We'll find out. Still donating every stream until I become a mod. Oh, Crispy. Oh, look, I found you, Crispy. I found you right there. You know what? There you go, Crispy. Your wish was my command. Only give one every 500 years. I've been listening to the Wild Robot song Kiss the Sky by Maren Morris, and I was talking to myself, Maren would be good for singing Sonic 4. I do wonder who the celebrity is they're going to end up picking for Sonic 4. Like, they did get Kid Cudi, who was a notable one, and there was, I think, Juice WRLD in the first movie, even though his song wasn't officially released. I was not a fan of the most recent choice. I know people like Jelly Roll, but my rolls were not gelling with the vibes of the song. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? Who would be a good choice? Post Malone did great with Spider-Verse, though. Post Malone did great. I'm trying to think of who's not. Let's just get Billie Eilish there. Let's just get Billie Eilish. I said, was it not Jelly Roll? Crush 40. Some people said Lady Gaga. I doubt Lady Gaga. Travis Scott. I could see maybe a Travis Scott in there. Justin. You know what? Let Justin. Justin puts out some bangers sometimes. Kendrick Lamar would go crazy. Eminem, yes. He could go, Sonic. I rolled up in a ball. The blue hedgehog. I wish I could do that impression of how Eminem raps, but I'm not very good at it. I'm trying to. I can't do it. Some people do a really good job of that, like Eminem rapping style. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. That's an awfully fast hedgehog. Got him running on green hills. That was terrible. Okay. Moving on. Still curious about Joker 2. The if you go away scene would have been haunting if authors saying to Lee to guilt trip her. This is a Joker thing to do. Yeah, that's still a crazy choice of what they did with Joker 2. And it's gonna live in infamy, but I'm telling you, the time is coming that people are gonna go, that movie was a masterpiece. What are you talking about? Let's see here. Do you know any way at all to watch Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare if those of us who missed it? I think they extended the screenings, so you could still watch it, I think, up to this weekend in some of the major cities. Now, you are out of luck if you're not there, but if not, it'll be on like on demand VOD in like a week or two. And I suggest wait for that. Don't pirate it. Support if you can. Do you think the next Injustice game will be Marvel vs. DC? Which character and how many characters should be in the roster? Maybe Orion or She-Hulk? Ooh, She-Hulk for sure would be awesome as part of the game. Some fourth wall breaking in there, cool. Dude, I wish they keep teasing the people who work on the Mortal Kombat games. They keep teasing that there's like something in the works, and people are debating it's a superhero title, kind of like their Mortal Kombat versus DC, which I remember loving that game as a kid. Brutality. Green Lantern was my main on there. I like the Injustice games. Marvel hasn't had a good fighting game in like a while versus the Marvel vs. Capcom game. It would be cool if they do it, man. And there's a lot of good characters to pick from. You got any TikTok lore before the app gets banned? Man, any TikTok lore? So I remember when TikTok was first coming up. I don't know if this is even good lore. I'm just gonna ramble. I don't know if TikTok whenever it was first coming up, yes, I was one of those annoying people that's like, dude, that app's for losers. What little kids get on dance on that app? I'm never gonna download that. And then we were going on a vacation. I think it was like 2019 or early 2020. And my lady, she decided to download TikTok. She was like, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see what it's all about. And out of nowhere, we were going to Universal and we were just going on the rides at Universal, like the Fast and Furious ride, all this other stuff. And she decided, I'm gonna film it and post it on TikTok, see what happens, right? And I'm just like, knock yourself out. I mean, have fun. It's a good documentation of our trip, I guess, right? And so we had a day at Universal. She's filming her things and all that. We're doing this, and she posted it. We go to bed, and I remember it's like 7 in the morning, and I'm waking up, and she jumps on the bed and goes, "The video has 3 million views," and I was like, "What?" Shut up. Like, that's crazy views. I think that's still pretty crazy now. But that was TikTok a couple years ago. 3 million views. I was like, what? You got 3 million views? And I check, and yeah. And then for that whole trip, she just kept posting. All she did, I could probably find it. And she's not going to be happy that I do. But all she did was just post the ride. All she did was just, like, that's how easy it was back in the day. If you were just early on the TikTok, if you were early into the TikTok game, you got there, baby, and you were able to get views quickly. Dang, I'm trying to find her, but she's probably hearing me talk about it and removed her account right now. And whatnot. Because I remember it was so easy to grow on TikTok, and that's where people like Soups got it because they were early and they were starting off right away. And I thought that was just crazy. Let me see if I can find it. It's not even that crazy of a video. Here we go. Yeah, I found it. It is, it was 2.5 million views. Right there off to the side, you could see, the other way, this one. It's probably not even a great story, but it's this one right here. And it just went viral for no reason. And this is the whole video she did. She just showed off the Fast and Furious ride. And that for some reason blew up, and she got all these followers and whatnot. Anyways, the reason this is 3C lore is because I saw how easy it was for her, so I was like, I'm gonna download this thing and get on there. And now it's about to be banned. It's about to be gone. And your boy was less than 26, 27 away from hitting 1 million. Your boy was so close to hitting it, man. A lot of good fun times on that app. Other than that, no, it's just been funny seeing the edits. If you go on TikTok and search up 3C Films, you're gonna see a lot of weird and funny edits of me. Maybe I'll preserve them before the ban, and I'll post them on the Clips channel so you can see all the 3C edits that have come and gone. But it was just fun. It was just interesting. It said, Chris, charge your phone. Yeah, it's on 11%. I'm sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Have you seen the Backroom series by Kane Pixel? Isn't that the guy who's also supposed to be making the movie? I don't know what happened. I think probably the Hollywood strike ruined, man. That poor kid. He was 17, got that movie career, and then it didn't happen. Kane Pixels? Yeah, and it's like analog horror, right? I kind of like which I again support. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the kid. Maybe he did end up making the Backrooms movie with A24, and I hope so. But the Backroom videos I liked watching more were of the little. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Were the little explorer people? There were like somebody would make I don't know if it was on Blender or what it was, but was it this guy? But he would just make little random. No, this is also analog horror. They would use like 3D to be little let's see, Backrooms. Let me see if I can put in slide. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what one of those videos. Yeah, it was these. These were funny to me. They were just like little funny versions of the Backrooms, and then little guys would be exploring them. I remember finding them on TikTok all the time. I was like, that's pretty funny. But yeah, dude, such a great concept for a movie. I'm surprised more people haven't done something with it. Yeah. Someone said Queso. I would love to get a video done with Queso, man. I don't know how willing or not he would be, but I literally thought yesterday of a video idea with Queso, and I was like, what if I get Queso and we do a video where we like rank and maybe not rank, but like where I go out and I get as much movie theater food, popcorn from different movie theaters, hot dogs from different movie theaters, and then me and Queso, we just go through which is the best, which is not. Got to use that Queso knowledge to our advantage, man. I don't know if I'm up there to meet Queso though. I don't know if I have that status yet. I can meet the Rizzler. I'm afraid to reach out to the Rizzler because he's a child, but the Rizzler follows me on TikTok and he's a fan of my stuff. I should reach out to the Rizzler, but I just don't know what video I would do with a little kid that looks like me. Just, so you like to Riz? Me too, Rizzler. Me too. But I like what he does. He's funny. Let's see here. Have you seen Arcane? I loved it. Cried watching it. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes, the Rizzler follows me on TikTok, buddy. I've got status. You want to know? Okay, that could be the other funny thing. Maybe I could reveal the only two like celebrity people, I guess, outside of my movie sphere that follow me is the Rizzler. Let's see if I can find him. Let's see his video. Oh, here, I haven't followed back yet, but I should now. He's right there. The Rizzler. So follow back, buddy. Follow. I got to give it. Rizzler was never nothing personal or anything. I like seeing that it said you followed me, man. That was cool. And then the other person I had to stop following because it got weird. Their content got very weird. Bryce Hall, for some reason, is a 3C fan. So there you go. I got the Rizzler and Bryce Hall. What now, buddy? What now? that was the two people. No Charlie D'Amelio, no Addison Rae. Those are the most famous people on TikTok that follow me. All right. Oh, sorry, I just skipped that question too. No, I haven't seen it. I gotta get into it and watch it. So many things, man. So many things. Sorry. Thanks for what I can only call the most hilarious Fortnite video today. See you destroying them as Godzilla was a highlight for me, and you dissing Wanda. Hey, I didn't mean to. I made a diss to Wanda, and then after I diss her, she hugs me, man. I'm sorry, Wanda. Check out that video on the Clips channel, guys. Hi 3C. 2024. You reacted to my Spider-Man film teaser. Oh yeah. I talked about it and stuff like that. Good stuff, buddy. Better Man is unfortunately not doing well at the box office, which makes me sad. Yeah, there's been a lot of debates online this past week about Better Man. If you guys, again, don't know, which, you know what? Maybe it's time to get into my Better Man rant. Okay. So there was a lot of debates on the movie community about this movie. If you haven't heard about it, you maybe have seen previews or whatnot, but the movie is called Better Man, and it's a biopic on this singer named Robbie Williams. And if in America, he's just not that well known. He's not that popular. I had never heard of him. And, you know, being American and in America, the world revolves around us. So I'm like, if I haven't heard of him, he's not famous then. Why does he deserve a movie? And there's a little bit of that entitlement. But the premise of the movie is that it's his life and he's a monkey, an ape, and nobody addresses it. That's just how he goes about the movie. He's just an ape the whole time, right? It's supposed to be a spirit animal. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why. The idea of that premise pisses me off. I just want to be a hater. When I first heard that premise, oh, it's a biopic and it's about this singer and he's going to be a monkey the whole time, but nobody is going to address the fact that he's a monkey or explain it. It's just a thing. That pissed me off. I was just angry for no reason and I just wanted to go, that is so stupid. I don't know. I'm such an a-hole for thinking that because, like, I should be embracing it. And this is a new thing that's starting because biopics are so traditional, which is so weird because they're real life stories about people who are actually famous, got what they wanted, but all of these real life stories go the same. Oh, they started poor. They had inspiration. They got lucky, got famous and talented. Oh, that talent went down. They went through a spiral, drugs, bad, this, that, and they're either dead or they're just no longer famous. Like they so rinse and repeat these real life stories, which is crazy, which is why they're not that, they don't sometimes make that much money unless it's like a mega celebrity. Like I think that Michael Jackson movie is going to be. And so we're seeing these biopics try to get creative with the way they tell the story, like this one with the monkey and the Pharrell Williams. Let's see here, which I still haven't seen that I know you guys liked. A Lego movie where it's Pharrell Williams' life story, but told through Legos. Both those movies are not doing well at the box office. So this approach to be different or to go a different way in telling a biopic, I bet you there was somebody that also heard that Pharrell Williams thing that was pissed off like me, where he was like, it's a biopic, but it's told in Lego form? Oh, who do I gotta slap? I don't know why. I think it's just like the entitlement or the inner hatred that some of us have, where it's like, that's such a creative idea. I should have thought of it. And because I didn't, I hate it. I don't know. Because I still have not seen this movie. What's the box office of this movie? How did it do? This is also a movie that like came and went. Let's see. Ended up. Oh. I thought that said 100 at first. It made $10 million worldwide, this movie, when it came out. And this Better Man movie is also just not doing well either at box office. And so the other debate online about this was, because a lot of people are going, of course, America didn't go see this movie because it only made $1 million domestically in the US. Of course, no one in America went to go see this movie because we have no idea who this guy is. So why would we see a biopic of him? And then there was that reverse then the argument was put back. Well, Paddington is a guy no one knew. Paddington was not a character people knew in the US and people went to go see him. I mean, there was a time where you didn't know who, Arnold was in Predator. You want to go see that movie. You didn't have to know anything about that guy to go see it. I do think that argument is very different, though, when a movie's being branded as a biopic and a fictional story with new characters, right? But that's that thing. It's like, well, don't you go see movies all the time about people you don't know? So how is this any different? But again, because of that biopic, it's like some people just want to go see the story of someone they know. I don't know. It's just interesting to see. It's sad, and we'll see if these things happen. I remember Stan Lee was going to get a very similar, interesting biopic, too. Let me see. It was going to be like a spy movie. I'm not even kidding. It was a Stan Lee movie that was described as a spy movie. See here. Here it is. Fox developing spy movie about comic legend Stan Lee, who was not actually a spy, or was he? And it was going to be this biopic about Stan Lee, but it was also going to be kind of like Mission Impossible style and have all these made up elements that would embrace the characters he created. So it would be more of a biopic in thematics, but the actual story would be fake and made up. And heck, they even just did something like that with the Pop-Tart movie. The Pop-Tart movie that came out on Netflix, which I think also did terrible in terms of viewership and reviews. They made a movie with the origin story of Pop-Tarts, but the entire story is made up. It's just for giggles and laughs. Why? Pissing me off. Who wants to see a made-up story about a real thing? I don't know. I'm such a hater. But I didn't even bother seeing it, even though I like Jerry Seinfeld, but I heard it was awful. And even the critics even the audiences didn't like that either. So I don't know. Going the unique way with a biopic, is that a smart idea anymore? Is that real? Or should we just go the traditional normal route? Because that's what people are comfortable and are okay with, So interesting times. Interesting times. Someone said bro is crashing out. The Flaming Hot movie. Yeah, there was some. That one's kind of different because it was trying to be truthful, but then articles were coming out that the story's not that true and embellished. But then again, isn't every true story kind of embellished and whatnot? I don't know. Definitely a lot of stuff. This was a good topic, though. I'll probably be able to make this a clip now on the clip channel. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Lewis. Sorry. All right. Have you heard Flash director's response to why it failed? Yeah, I saw it. I didn't. I think he's completely wrong. He was saying in an interview that he thinks people are just not interested in the Flash, particularly women don't care about the Flash. Do not think that's real at all. There was just the DC universe was dying. So there's already the audience, the general audience, whether you're someone that wants to pretend Zack Snyder's universe was always thriving and great. I like and respect Zack for his work, but his work was making people less and less interested in the universe to where the general audience just saw a DC movie and knew and thought it was going to be crap without giving it a chance Flash was like the last movie in that universe. All the headlines with Ezra Miller. They weren't even. It wasn't even that much of a Flash movie because you had Batman in there, Supergirl, all this other stuff. It was just a perfect storm of things that went bad for it. I hope though they give Flash another chance and give the character another movie or something. Just like I'm always hoping they give Green Lantern another chance and not just let the stigma of that bad Ryan Reynolds movie linger over the character's head. All right. Kano the Legend sends in some support. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Brandon Villarreal sends in a super sticker. Well, thank you for that super sticker. Hey, my husband is a cartoon content creator. Please check out Wushu Animation. Oh, okay. Can you make me into a cartoon? That'd be fun. No, that you don't have to do that. Wushu Animation. Let me just look up channel just so people can be aware of it. Oh, nice. Little fun stuff. I like it. The Picasso style. I don't even know if that's what you would say is Picasso style, but there you go, guys. Some animation if you're interested, check that out. Good stuff. Kevin Williamson directing is what keeps me interested. Agreed. Because while it would have been awesome to see what Christopher Landon would have done with Scream 7, him going in as a fan would have maybe have been fan servicey, or he would have done things he would like to see. I think Kevin, as a creator and the one who was driving a lot of the Scream stories, he probably knows what's best in terms of being fresh and keeping the series new. So I agree. The Kevin Williamson is like the number one thing that has me like some sort of hope with that movie. Do you think the Phantoms or Nightmare will appear in FNAF 2? Did you hear Jurassic World Rebirth might is meant to near an R-rated movie? There's no way. If it's rated R, I will be shocked and I would be happy. But Jurassic World or Park is also just such a family brand. They can push the limit as much as they can, but in the end, it's a movie you go and see with your family in a way. Not because it's family friendly, but because it's like just kind of that action adventure. It's like, yeah, you get scared, but it's like tame enough where kids could handle it. As far as Phantom or Nightmares, dude, your guess is as good as mine. I would think they wouldn't go that crazy into the lore or do that much stuff, but with Scott's attachment and whatnot, maybe. I would say maybe more Nightmare than Phantoms. Chris, have you gotten Kong or Godzilla in Fortnite? Well, you're in luck, my friend. I don't know if you missed the announcement, but on the Clips channel, I have right now a video of me playing Fortnite as Kong right there, and you can see me struggle to become Godzilla in Fortnite. It was a lot of fun, so check that video out if you have the time. Spider-Verse not coming out till 2020. Please don't be that long. 2027 has got to be the minimum, right? I would hope so, but dude, maximum would be 29, but 28 would be so wild too. I don't know. IDK, why my favorite movie is The Town. What's yours? Oh, the Ben Affleck one? That's a good one. Well, I guess if we're sticking in the category of like bank heist movies, Heat's really good. I like Point Break a lot in terms of a bank heist movie. I wish we would get more. I miss a bank heist movie, like heist films. Can't remember the last good heist movie we got. Oh. Look at the reply in the MV meme post. Also, did you have a brain rot of shippings? Mine's was Pinbella, Phineas, and Izzy outside of Sonic and Amy. I have seen worse ships. Mordecai, Jack Frost, and Elsa. There have been crazy ones. Spider-Man fans argue all the time that Miles and Gwen should not be a ship. That's just not right, or it doesn't really go, and that they should just stay in their own universes. For the movie world, I don't mind it. Maybe for the comic world, it does make a lot less sense. In terms of other ships I didn't see, I'm trying to think. I can't think of other ones where I'm just like, I don't see them together. Someone said Michael, Afton, and Vanessa aren't. Oh, I guess that is a weird one. That is a weird one. Chris and Chad. Okay. Sakuni and Cinderella. What the heck? It's so many different ones. I remember Spider-Man and Elsa were like a thing on YouTube for the longest time. Crazy. Agent Stone and Tails. What? Dude, that's flabbergasted me, man. Okay. Analog indie horror live stream possibility. I'd have to see. I don't just want to watch other people's work, because they work hard and they deserve the views on their channel. What if Fast Fest is a flashback taking place in 87? Oh, I didn't really look at those photos with the idea if it was in the past or not. I feel like it's modern day, but that would be interesting. Maybe that's where the bite could come in. Chris, do you know Leonard Maltin? I do not know Leonard Maltin. Let me look it up. Hopefully I don't regret this. Leonard Maltin. Let's see here. Is an American film critic. Okay. His books and whatnot. It's good publishing. Okay. Not that I've heard of. One of the most recognized and respected film critics of our times. I should really do that sometimes. So sometimes I watch my reviews for movies and I feel like I'm just not doing a good job articulating my thoughts on a movie. Like in my head, I feel like I say things so perfectly about why I like or I dislike a movie, and then I'll film it, I'll post it, and I'm like, I didn't say that the way I wanted to. That didn't come off right. And then I'll watch people like Stuckman, Dan Murrell, Cody Leach, all these other great movie reviewers, and I'm like, oh, they're so good at saying their thoughts. Why can't I do that? So maybe I need to read more old critiques to figure that out. I don't know. But yeah. I know David Lynch died. I see some people bring it up in the chat. R.I.P. man. That was definitely a loss. That was definitely a sad thing. I mentioned it at the top of the stream. Would you rather smash Kong or Harley Quinn? I mean, is that really even a decision? Kong would destroy me. You can imagine Kong bouncing on it. Not gonna be any 3C left. I just wanted to give the biggest shout out to my wonderful girlfriend. Hey, shout out this man's girlfriend. I dragged her to the theater 3 times a month and she still doesn't complain, dude. That is a good one. That is a keeper. Have her there, man. Yeah, that's definitely a biggie for me. And I like how much my lady has grown as a movie fan, because back in the day, early on in our dating, she'd be the kind that would fall asleep during a movie if she didn't like it. Which that way I knew how she felt. But then other times, after so many, she'd stop falling asleep even if it's a bad movie. And then I would ask her reviews. I'd be like, "What'd you think? I like this, I like that." And she's like, "It's good." And that's her entire review on a movie. Now it's gotten to the point, 8 years in, I'll be like, "What'd you think?" And she's like, I'm like, I'm gonna take that from my review. Good job there. Good job there. So sometimes the 3C review is Lady 3C's opinion. Little thing you didn't know. Little thing you didn't know. Is it just me, or in the Toy Freddy leaked picture at Fast Fest, the people in the background have shocked looks on their faces, like something bad just happened? Wonder if Toy Freddy does something there. That's the rumor that they're saying. If we're believing Cat FNAF, which I think we got to, if she's got those, if they got those sources on it. What the heck? McKenna Grace will supposedly be present at Fast Fest scene. What? McKenna? No. That's Halloween Horror Night video. You almost got me there. You almost got me. I like McKenna Grace. Let's see here. People being shocked? Really? I don't see any shocked faces. They look curious. Freddy looks a little shocked. They're definitely looking at something. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. All right. Let's keep going. What got you into reviewing movies and red lights? Red lights, just literally, I just love the color red. And I think red lights are dope. And anytime I see them pop up in a horror movie, I just go, beautiful. But I've always been into movies since I was a little kid. Like literally just movie obsessed. I wanted to be an actor because of Jim Carrey. That's for real. Jim Carrey was the source of me wanting to get in the business. Then I was like, I don't know if I'm funny enough, this and that. So I was like, I'll be a director or this and that. And but because of being a movie fan, I just on YouTube, I was constantly looking at movie stuff, and there was a channel I liked called Movie Buzz, and they would do little movie news like I do on my channel. And then I would watch other people do reviews. Like I was there for the early days of Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, when they would pop up, I'd watch their videos. And obviously then Collider Movie Talk, AMC Movie Talk, all that kind of stuff. And so it just got to a point where I was watching other people do this, and I was like, I feel like I could give my opinion. I feel like maybe I got something nice to say. And it took years before people finally saw my videos. But yeah, the main video, the main movie, though, that got it started was Batman vs. Superman. Because I was just pissed walking out of that movie. I had so many bottled up thoughts. And that lingered on where I was like, maybe I'll finally do reviews. Nintendo Switch 2, thoughts? I mean, it's cool. Like I said, I'm more interested in whatever games or the mechanics of what makes it different. I know they said that the Switch might have like mouse capabilities, which I think is interesting. It works for me because I play at my desk. Like right here is where I play my PlayStation. I can dock my Switch here and play. So I could use the mouse feature of the Switch if they do that. But then I think the Switch for most people is a couch console. So how do you use the mouse on your leg? That'd be weird. It being bigger is good because I'm getting older and my vision's not what it used to be. So a bigger screen is always nice. Again, I'm more curious about the games. Was it Mario Galaxy Switch Edition? Or are we getting something else? Like, I don't know. I want something. I want something. Supergirl has begun filming, and the Lanterns and Clayface filming this year too. Also, Chris, do you think Daniel RPK is reliable? I think he is reliable. He's been more right than wrong, but he also just has so much stuff out there. I don't think we ever end up seeing if he ends up being right or wrong about some stuff. He put on the Waller, and Scott and Sergeant Rock would be filming late. I believe that though on the Waller and Sergeant Rock. That's been reported on for a while, and we have Luca Guadagnino attached to Sergeant Rock, so he's. I think he's probably right on those. I have a theory. When the screen goes black or you accidentally mute, it's so that you can.
You got me.
You got me. You got me. I hope that little bit of silence was worth it for the Breaking Bad clip. That's a great theory. I don't know how you found out my secret or whatnot, but that's so funny. No, I think this mic is good enough to where it works well in close range to where if I did do that, I don't think you'd be able to hear it on the mic because if I'm not like a foot away from it, it's just not catching that sound. So I could be doing it right now. You wouldn't even know. Bro wouldn't even know. All right. Box office predictions for the Looney Tunes movie, and would 2D animated films make a comeback if it is critically and financially successful? I hope it does well. I'm gonna be honest, it probably won't, just because 2D animated movies just don't seem to make that big of a buzz unless it's like an anime, like it's based on My Hero or Dragon Ball or Demon Slayer. You know, those will do well because of the fan base. Looney Tunes, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna check it out. I'll review it on the channel. But I don't even know where to gauge. It's probably gonna have, and I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, and I hope I am wrong, like a $2 million, $1 million opening weekend, which I really hope not. I would like it to be 10 would be amazing, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think we're just past those days. And the only way 2D animation I think could get a real resurgence if they start making more adult based animated movies in that category. Do you others consider the increase in ticket prices when looking at box office numbers? Tickets used to be 12. Now some places charge close to 20. I mean, yeah, that's why inflation is there. So people will bring up inflation, like they bring up the box office numbers of a movie that came out 10 years ago and then add inflation. Some people like that, some people don't. It is definitely like getting to a point where we have to alter like what it means to make $1 billion or 700 when tickets are getting really crazy. But hey, I'm not the analyst to do it. Hi, Chris. I'm from Yucatan, Mexico. Love watching your videos since No Way Home. By the way, your Spanish is really good. It better be. It was my first language, but it is slipping away the less and less because I don't use it as much. Keep up the great work. I can still understand and read Spanish perfectly, but it's gotten to the point where English is so much more my main language because I've been here since I was so little that even though Spanish is my first language, in my mind, I think English. So whenever I want to say something in Spanish, I'm translating it from English to Spanish, which makes my grammar bad and just makes me embarrassing in front of all my relatives who speak proper Spanish because they'll just correct me every step of the way. Will you review all 34 Godzilla movies? Also, Willie from Altus Casa. Probably not. That's a lot of movies, man. I don't know if I'm up for that challenge, but maybe the best and the worst ones. I'm just waiting for the next Godzilla movie, man. Godzilla minus Dos coming out. 3C, thank you for letting me borrow your Lamborghini. Hey, just give it a good wash when you're done, Paramo. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. I got the Ferrari today. Coming from a girl, give her that ring. Yeah, I know. I'm a procrastinator through and through, and you guys see it here on the channel every day. Whenever I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna post that video tomorrow. 3 days later, here's the video, guys. Same thing with my life. I should have done it years ago, and now it's so long. 8 years into our relationship, it's kind of embarrassing. I haven't done it yet, but I need to hop on it. I need to hop on it. Quick rank video game movie from worst to best. Oh, dude, I mean, there's so many of them out there. I'll just say the worst one that I've seen in terms of a video game movie. What do people consider the worst one? Is it Doom? The Rock Doom? Worst video game movie. What is the one that people consider the worst of them all? The Mortal Kombat, the original Mario, Borderlands. I'm trying to think. I think, yeah, Borderlands would probably be it. Borderlands might be it. Doom. Someone said Pixel, but that's just more video game characters in it as opposed to based on a video game. I gotta be honest, the original Mario kind of disappointed me though, because I wanted to look more like, Mario. The best one though? Ooh. Sonic 3, I guess. If not the Mario, I like the Mario movie, man. Mario movie was a lot of fun. Emoji movie? Is that a video game? Two. Loved Goosebumps 2. First episode was awful as season 1, but locked in. Big OG vibes. Plot was legit, interesting. Way better characters and interactions. I will say, I'm still debating. I don't want to make promises. Schwimmer was great. Hate season 1, but I need more. So I watched all of season 2, and I really was planning on making a video where it's like I watched Goosebumps season 2, so you don't have to kind of video where I just tell you what happens in it, make fun of the good and the bad. I feel like I'm more negative on it than a lot of people. There's some definitely funny things, but I just don't know how much of a popular that video would be. I still might make it because I have no plans this weekend, so I need something to do. But no promises, no promises. But if you're interested in that, let me know if you'd be interested in me doing a video on Goosebumps season 2 where I just tell you what happens in it. But I'm seeing a lot more people positive on it, where to me it's about the same as season 1, where it's just kind of I just wish they'd go the anthology route. Plot twist: the twins end up being the killers. Now that would be crazy. I need to hear the motive. I need to hear the motive if that ends up being the case. I read the book called Clown to Cornfield. It's a horror book and got turned into a movie. It's out May 9th, and it's a slasher and gave me Scream vibes. I've read the book as well, my friend. It is in my nightstand, and I enjoy the book. It's nice. I'm curious how it'll do, since it's about a clown. And, clowns always seem to do well in horror. But this is also kind of like that teen-style book, so hope it doesn't have too much CW vibes. It could be cool. There's 3 books, so possibility of a trilogy. But yes, I've read the book as well. My first donation. Love your videos, man. Some random Christmas movie idea. Santa goes to deliver presents, but it's faced with a zombie outbreak instead. Ooh. Oh, dude, that would be... That's mine now, Carter. You like toast? I hope you like people stealing your idea, because I'm big fat liaring you, buddy. I'm taking that, and that's mine now. And one day I'm going to make that a movie and a franchise, and I'm going to deny it ever came from you. I like that idea. Santa giving presents. Everything's normal. Lands in town. Zombies. Santa versus zombies. Let's do it. Crazy, dumb fun. We need it. Hey, have you seen the new Eminem leaked song? Some are from 09, 03, 05. Even a diss track towards Michael Jackson, around 19 songs. Like, I have not seen this. If it's old Eminem, then yes. I would love to go check that out. So I'm gonna look that up. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that. Hello, Titan. Have you ever played any of the Resident Evil games? If not, any good horror game lore? You know what's so weird? As a guy who loves horror movies, barely any horror games I've played. I don't know why. It's not because I'm scared or all that. Just I guess when I want to video games, I'm not really trying to get scared, if that makes sense. So no, I haven't played any of the Resident Evil games. I'd like more story-based or platformers. Games like Uncharted, Spider-Man, the Crash Bandicoot is like my favorite type of genre, Astrobot. So yeah. You look like the Rizzler from Costco, guys. I've been told. I've been told. I'm very honored though, because the Rizzler's the GOAT. Do you have that jumbo ghost face? Oh, from Funko? Yes, I do have it. And I like it. Do you think we'll get a sequel to Child's Play? Not the 2019 movie. The Buddy one? I wish, but no. We're still getting a Chucky movie, though, within the main universe, so we'll see when that comes out. Sydney's husband, 100% dying. Agree, Mario. Agree. It's for sure happening. What is your favorite poster released today from Brave New World? Oh, there was a lot of cool posters that came out. Let me look them up. Brave New World. All right, let's see here. We got some posters. Okay, this one, fire. That might be top contender right now. I just like that. It's a good pose. It's a good view. I like Sam Wilson in this one. Not a big fan of the world and things like that. I get they just want to make it part of the movie. Tie to tie it in. This one's not bad. Not bad. Hulk looks like he's definitely going number 2 though. Not bad. Also not bad. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't like the Red Hulk just randomly standing there. Not as great look. If those are it is definitely this one. That just aura, fire, respect. I like it. Yeah. That's good. I saw people bringing up the SpongeBob movie thing. Yeah, it looks like that it may be leaked again. I don't know if this is the whole movie, but there was our first look at the Plankton. I can't believe there's been this many SpongeBob movies. The Sandy Cheeks, the Plankton movie, and whenever they come out, I feel like no one talks about them. They make no impact. Nickelodeon is just milking SpongeBob, dude. He used to mean something to us. You should do a president tier list video, but doesn't research before. I was literally about to say, Logan, I know nothing about presidents. I barely know anything about the ones I've lived through. And the only ones in the past are like Washington and Lincoln. I know Andrew Jackson, maybe. That would be such a boring, bad video from me. Thoughts on the monkey trailer? Looks bad, dumb. I actually am interested. I like the Final Destination-esque vibe, and this monkey, once it claps, all of a sudden, bad things are going to happen. I'm kind of interested in it. I hope it's good. Let's see here. Or it could be a live-action Timon and Pumbaa movie. The next Lion King movie? Oh, I don't know, man. I'd kind of like it to keep up with the aliens. But what did you say about my brother? Nobody talk about my brother. Hi, Chris. Hi, 3C Chris. Please let me kiss your face. Not gonna happen, buddy. Not gonna happen. Hey, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Did you ever finish watching Goosebumps Season 2? If so, what did you think? I did. And like I said, I have... you probably pause a little bit of it. I took notes for every episode. Let's see here. I have here. See Goosebumps episode 1. You can maybe screenshot what it said. Oh, I gotta show my face out. Okay. There's a little bit of what I had, and I did it for every episode. I watched every episode. I took notes. I have like some ideas for funny things I could do in it. I'm just worried it's just gonna be a time-consuming video, and I just don't know if it would be that worth it. But I think I'll have to do it. Hopefully you guys show up. So if you see a Goosebump video, click it. All right. What's going on with the MCU Spider-Man, dude? Sony is just keeping everything locked and tied under. Every other week we get a new rumor announcement. This character, this villain, that storyline, multiverse, street level. Just waiting for CinemaCon where Sony finally gives us some of the 411. Hey Chris, my goat. I hope you had an amazing day. Well, I hope you did too, Gustavo. Have you ever thought about making a gaming channel? I felt like it'd be hella funny. People bring it up and stuff, and it's not that I'm against it. It's just it's so time consuming to play a video game, make content, and I just I have such respect for people who make video game content because I think it is the hardest skill to play a video game, try and not be bad at the game while also simultaneously having to be entertaining and funny for the camera. That I literally played the Fortnite to be Godzilla and King Kong or whatever for like 2 hours doing that. I did that by myself, no audience, trying to be funny, exhausted. I my brain is mush. I don't know how streamers out there can play that long. I don't know how I ever did a 7-hour live stream playing Spider-Man. You could probably tell within that live stream I just started giving up in terms of being funny for the camera. That's such a skill I wish I had, and I don't know if gaming channel would be all that good, but the occasional game I'll definitely pop on and play and make a short clip on or do something on the channel. Rip David Lynch, Twin Peaks inspired Gravity Falls. I didn't know that. And Twin Peaks is one of the only things from David Lynch I have not seen. I've seen most of his filmography, but Twin Peaks is something I never checked out. I'm curious now definitely to give it a shot with his passing. Red lights. What video game series would you like to see as a movie? Crash Bandicoot, baby. He's got a nice lineup of villains. I don't care if you do the thing where you take him from his world into the real world. I'd love to see Crash going crazy. That would be an awful movie, but I'd like it. Other than that, I'm trying to think of any other video game character or thing I would really be into. Spyro movie. I know I was never much into the Spyro games. I was more of the Crash guy, but I did like when Spyro and Crash had that crossover. I had their games on the Game Boy Advance or whatever. Yeah, so I don't know. That's really it. That's really it for me. Let's see here. What do you think Spider-Man 4 is going to be like? I think it is going to have to be a multiverse story since it's sandwiched between Doomsday and Secret Wars, and we're just going to have to deal with it, and hopefully it's entertaining. But I just hope it's good. I just hope it's good. Daniel Destin Cretton as directors makes me interested to see how it goes, though. Hey, Chris, hope you're doing well. Out of curiosity, what would your thoughts about a Scream movie taking place on a cruise ship? Now, that'd be interesting, a one-location stuck kind of thing. I'd be down. Not even just for a Scream movie, just a horror movie in general. How is that not? There probably is like some low budget cruise ship serial killer movie out there, but that should definitely be a movie on its own. It says here, the first Sparking Zero DLC comes out in a week. I was so excited too because I know people don't care right now about me talking Sparking Zero, but I still play it every day. I don't know why. I still like Sparking Zero. And so the DLC is coming out, and I got excited because I saw it said 11 new playable characters, right? And let's just go to the end where it shows you the whole roster of people you could play as. Bro, 11 new playable characters, more like 3 new characters. It's just through transformation. So you'll get Piccolo, who got his new form from the superhero movie. Gohan, who will finally be able to transform into Ultimate form and Beast form. And then the 2 Gamma people. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't a big fan of that movie. I just think it was such a lazy way to level up Piccolo and Beast level up Gohan. And it's such a rehash story, bringing back Cell as this big monster. But I'm happy though. I'm gonna be playing them. I'm gonna be playing Gohan and those new versions of Piccolo. I think it's fun. I still like Sparking Zero. I know there's hate online and people going, the community ruined it. I still have fun though. I still have fun with it. Please, Reddit from 14 days ago, alternate voice. It's going to take me forever to go 14 days ago in the Reddit, buddy. If it's worth it, it'll get voted up, though, and I'll see it. Can we recommend you some movies to watch? Yeah, you can always recommend me movies to watch. I'm always open. I'm always open to seeing what you guys say. Check your DMs. I have the plot synopsis for FNAF 2 verified by Cat FNAF. Oh, well, if it is, then maybe I'll save it for like a video or something. My DMs or like Instagram DMs. If that's the case, I will definitely be saving it, and maybe you'll see me talk about it in a side flick. What do you think of the Wendigos for the new Until Dawn? I like the idea of it. I am wondering how big of a part the Wendigos are going to play into the story, because they are doing that thing where it switches genres every time. Wendigos are such a big part of the original game. I hope they're not just like a one-night villain and then, oh, there you go, you got your Wendigo. I hope they expand on that lore, but I think they look cool comparatively to what they look like in the game. Last live stream, you said you should post on the Reddit when I met the TCU cast and crew of Peter Pan at my theater. Well, pictures up and a video. Okay, I'll take a look at the Reddit. Let's see what's happening on this thing. I thought this was them. The Boom Town. I should be there with the Booms. I should. What did you say about my brother? What the heck? What? The Gooners. What the heck is this? That's an awfully hot coffee pot. That's an awfully fast hedgehog. Okay, that was something. Let's see here. Oh, is this when you met the cast? Oh, it's the Peter Pan actor. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he was pretty creepy in the movie, man. Pretty creepy. Good stuff. You got the posters and all that. Look at that. All there. Reese and whatnot. Scott Chambers. They're nice people. They've been nice to me. That's cool, man. You got to meet them and everything. Oh, the little kid from the movie, too. Ah, nice. Nice. Somebody better call Google Maps. Okay. Sorry for ruining people's eardrums there. All right. Have you played any Godzilla or Kong games? Yes, I used to play the one on the Wii. Godzilla Wii game. That, me and my stepbrothers, dude, we would go crazy on this game. This was probably how I knew a lot about Godzilla and his characters, was from Godzilla Unleashed. This game was so much fun. I had a real blast, and I would like look into the bios and learn about all the different Godzilla characters. Yeah. Godzilla Unleashed on the Wii was definitely my game. As far as other Godzilla games, I don't think I played any more from that. Then on your lives, you can tell us about the movie. Oh, maybe. Yeah, if it's one I haven't heard and I need to check out, yeah. Twig sends in $4. Thank you for the Twig. When you gonna be at a con? I need your autograph, Chrissy Poo. Also, thanks for your endless awesome content. You are my comfort watch. I need to go maybe to like a Los Angeles Comic Con, because there's also a lot of other great content creators out there, like the Escape Pod. I would love to do their podcast, collaborate with some other people in there, and I can make the excuse going to the con and meeting some of you guys. So yeah, I need to do that. But I always end up going to the Dallas one. So if you're in Dallas, Fan Expo, I end up going to those too. Will anti-woke outrage eventually die out? I think it will. Because I think a lot of the little kids or the younger minds that unfortunately get brainwashed by those people and become hatred incels, they grow up and they realize, oh, these guys are losers. I don't want to watch this. Let me go watch this other loser who dresses up like Kong and plays Fortnite. He's the real winner. I'm just kidding. I definitely think, yeah, at some point they grow up and go, why am I watching this? What is this? I think it'll die out. Heck, I think it does right now, but there is sometimes people just like a good angry video and to hate on things. I think something like that will always be around, you know? I mean, I'm guilty sometimes of making a video where I'm just hating on something. I try to be reasonable with the thing I'm hating, but yeah, it's the thing. People just like to watch people hate on stuff. Hey 3C, love your content. 5 years strong watching you. Did you watch Nosferatu? Will there be a review? Also, will you do more gaming content? Depending on the video game or whatever's out there, I'll definitely probably do it. As far as Nosferatu, I've mentioned it before. I had like a switch in microphones. I don't know if you noticed recently on the channel. The day I had to switch microphones though was because I filmed my Nosferatu review and all that, and I was happy and excited to post it. And then when I went to look at the audio, it was all distorted. And I was just tired, upset, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing the video. And it was like around Christmas time too, so it's like I need to be around my family. I just missed it. I like Nosferatu visually, really enjoyed what Robert Eggers did. It didn't like end up being one of my favorites of his. I still like The Northman is probably my favorite of his. But it was good. It's crazy. And it was a horny movie, man. There was some crazy stuff. You must bounce on it. Crazy style. I'm gonna miss you, TikTok. You gave me that brain rot. Let's see here. Did you see that Reese Frank Waterfield confirmed Peter Pan is not the main villain? Yes. I talked about it earlier in the stream. That was the Poohniverse update. That they just had an interview where the creator was talking about Peter Pan versus Winnie the Pooh because they're gonna fight, but it was misunderstood to think that they were gonna be the main adversaries or the main fighters. Yeah, I talked about it earlier. All right. Have you seen the movie It's What's Inside? If you haven't, you should go in blind. It's a really good movie. I think I know that. Is that the Netflix one? It's What's Inside where they switch bodies? Yeah. Dude, I liked it. I thought it was really good. I was not happy with the ending. There is a character that gets I think there was a guy, he was definitely deserved something bad to happen to him, but the bad thing that did happen to him, I felt was a little over the top and unnecessary, but it was a crazy movie. I liked it. The premise was good. The suspense was good. I just thought like the ending for that one specific character, I was like, oh, that's a little bit of a harsh punishment, man. Sup, Chris? Saw your popcorn bucket tier list. You forgot the well, I didn't forget it because it's not out yet. That Terrifier popcorn bucket, it's a pre-order, so it still has not even been released to the public. So it was kind of hard for me to put it on the tier list and rank it when I don't even physically have it to hold and show off. Like, yeah, I could go based off the photos, but maybe there's a Slimer situation. Maybe it doesn't look like the photos or whatnot. So since I didn't want to wait till the end of February to get the Terrifier popcorn bucket and make that tier list, because I feel like that'd be way too late, I just didn't. All right. Post is on the 3C forum along with a popcorn one. Also, big movie regrets outside of Halloween 2. Mine was Norm of the North. It was bad, then bad funny. The only other one I always come back to is the movie The Rings. Had the guy, what was it, from Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, Leonard. That was just an awful movie. Rings. I thought it was like, oh, dude, we're getting the ring back. They're gonna come up with a cool idea, and it was just dumb. It was like they tried to come up with some sort of system to beat the rings, but it just was not interesting. I almost walked out of it. It was so bad. Mac Miller fan. Oh yeah, I like Mac Miller. Let me show you. I got tons of the Mackie Miller. Dude, you know what's funny? I was like I became more of a fan of his after he passed away, unfortunately. So I wish I was more of a fan when he was alive because I would have whatchamacallit, of gone to his concerts or something. But yeah, I actually really like Mac Miller. I think he has a lot of whatchamacallit, good songs and whatnot. I got his albums on here on my playlist. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, I like Mac Miller. Favorite album is probably Watching Movies. Yeah. Like the way you speak during reviews, you have so much personality than those other creators. That's part of the reason why we like you so much. You're great. That honestly, Dark Forest, that means a lot. Sometimes I want to understand why people choose me because, like, I'm not even trying to be humble or trying to be, shaming myself. There's just sometimes I just feel like my reviews, I don't think they're insightful enough. So why am I getting so many views sometimes when I feel like there's other more insightful creators where I'm like, they should be getting those views? And it's probably a bad thing to say, and I'm gonna get karma for that, where it's like, all right, fine, you don't want us to watch you, Chris, we won't. But hearing you say it's my personality and whatnot, that means a lot, Maybe just see me as that because I'm fun. Oh, thank you. That means a lot, man. You're gonna make me cry. I choose you because you're so fun. Parale. Come on now. Respectfully, Chris, I've been watching your stuff for years, and your reviews have only gotten better and better. You're amazing at articulating your thoughts while still keeping it fun. Much love. Okay. See, then I guess it's just in my head. Maybe I'm just being extra critical. I'm also just trying to better my game as I go along. I don't want to go on autopilot on the channel. I want to keep making things better for you guys. That means a lot to me. You guys are saying that. Thank you. Who do you think will appear at the end of Fantastic Four? Oh, Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom has to be. I mean, it's a Fantastic Four movie. If you don't have Robert Downey Jr. showing up as Doctor Doom, what's the point, right? Like, you gotta have him. I think he's for sure the main thing, but we'll see. Maybe I said Black Panther. Maybe they introduced the new Black Panther in there, since Black Panther was introduced first in a Fantastic Four comic. Maybe that's the way you reintroduce the new Black Panther. Have you ever heard of the Pixar theory? Yes, where all the Pixar movies exist in the same universe. I like the theory. I think those are fun. I think there's no harm in that. I just more like always finding the Pizza Planet truck in the Pixar movies. I think that's cool. I hope the DCU bat suit is similar to the post-Arkham City suit in Arkham Knight game. Very modern look while also keeping it classic. Oh, okay. The Arkham Asylum suits I thought were the perfect mix of just like comic book Batman, but also, you know, still keeping it semi-realistic to what it could be. I know you didn't mean this version, but even this version alone, I would love as sort of a Batman suit. Like, yeah, like that's just kind of cool. And I kind of don't mind if they give Batman the trunks for the new movie. I don't know how they'd explain it or if they'd even address it, but it'd be kind of crazy. Let me see what the Arkham City Batman suit looks like. Just to look, and then we'll look at the Arkham Knight one is probably the best though. A little bit more simplistic, a little more to the body and whatnot. What the heck? That's a bubbly boy right there. Let me look up Arkham Knight Batman, because that's probably the best one. I remember, dude, the graphics on that game still look amazing. Yeah, Arkham Knight Batsuit would go hard. That thing looks awesome. Looks so realistic. All right, let's see what else. Just saw your letterbox. Why no Paddington 2? I need to be updating that thing more. I need to be more on it, but Paddington 2 would probably get 5 stars. Just saying. You're my favorite YouTuber and your community is so funny. Keep up the amazing job and red lights. I also love the community. You guys are so funny. Sometimes the brain rot and the jokes go a little too far, but you guys keep it so fun. That's why I've loved doing these live streams. If this community wasn't fun, these live streams would not be happening. But you guys make it awesome. Let's see here. Propose to your GF right now and let's see it on replay. Well, I think I made her wait 8 years. I think she deserves a story to tell for a lifetime, you know? What's your position on the Bat Vigilante in Gotham? Also been watching you since you were referred as Chucky Boy. The Bat Vigilante, he's a menace. I sound like J. Jonah Jameson. He's vengeance. I wonder what it would be like, though, if we had a real Batman. Would we think it's Elon Musk? He's the richest man. I wouldn't doubt he dresses like a bat at night. Do you like Midsommar and Hereditary? In which I'll be honest, I did not used to like Midsommar. I've grown on Midsommar. When I first saw it, I was kind of like, yeah, not as good as Hereditary. If anything, just weird and odd. But then that was a movie that like I kept thinking about. It kept lingering on my mind. Stuff about it haunted me. And then I rewatched, I think it was the director's cut version. And then I liked that one more. So I've grown to really like Midsommar. I went from like not really liking the movie to now like I'm pretty much a fan of it. Hereditary, I liked since I first saw. Like that was just great. So Hereditary. Aldo Hernandez sends in some support. Thank you, Aldo. Do you remember the clown epidemic from 2016? Dude, I still wonder if that was a marketing thing that went a little too far because they had to be like, oh, this isn't part of the it marketing. No, it has to be part of the it marketing. It just got a little too far. I do remember. If you guys don't know, back in 2016, clowns just started popping up left and right in different cities at night. It was kind of crazy. It was scary too. Because I remember there'd be some sightings even around my town and whatnot. I still think it was clever marketing from Warner Brothers, where it was probably only like 3 or 4 guys, but because it became a trend, people went out, bought clown costumes, and started doing really bad stuff. Not like, I don't think killing people, but holding knives, making people feel threatened at night, maybe even some looting or loitering. I don't know, stuff like that. But and then Warner Brothers was like, all right, we got to step it back. We actually were never a part of this. I still think they definitely were. Yeah. Let's see here. Any platform game that you'd like to get a movie or television series? You know what? Mega Man then. Well, is that a platformer? That's more of a side scroller. But like I said, like Crash Bandicoot. Mega Man would be cool though. Metroid. Another one. Metroid actually would be so easy to do in movie or TV form. Hey 3C, just wanted to send love again. Also, W video. Oh, appreciate you, Godzilla. Appreciate you. Listen to what the Peter Pan actor says in the video. Oh, okay. I did not see that, my friend. Let me see. Listen to what the Peter Pan actor says in the video.
I'm gonna take you to Neverland now. Hello, Noah. I'm gonna take you to Neverland, Noah. You just watch me.
Oh, you guys aren't even seeing it. My bad. You just caught my reaction. Where would you say that?
Hello, Noah. I'm gonna take you to Neverland, Noah. You just watch me and this guy.
I'm not the new teacher, Bill.
Hi, Tinks.
You told him he's gonna send my dog Noah to Neverland? Don't do it, Peter Pan. I've seen what you do to your friends in Neverland. Thank you. I didn't see that the first time. Chris, tomorrow's my birthday, and I also love your content. Well, Mr. Midnight with... Is that Keanu or Markiplier? I'm going to say it's Kikaplier. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Midnight, and I hope you get to have a wonderful day. All right. My Scream movie is on the Queen Mary, which I wrote into the plot as restored. I play Justin Prescott, a Marine getting hunted by a ghost face in the ocean. Now that sounds fun. Hey, keep that going, man. That sounds fun. Keep that up. Do you think Hulk will show up in Captain America? I would love it to, man. How does the Hulk not show up either in the by the end or in the post-credit scene? You have Red Hulk, you have the leader, big old green head and whatnot. I need him somewhere in there, man. Definitely if Sam Wilson needs the help too, but we'll see. Met Michael J. Fox and Andy Serkis at New Orleans Comic-Con last week. It's so sad to see Michael J. Fox, a childhood idol, in the condition he is in. Dude, Michael J. Fox is a trooper. I still need to see that documentary of his on Apple TV, but I think I know it's going to emotionally wreck me. But yeah, dude, I remember when I was old enough to understand the condition he got, and Back to the Future being one of my favorite movies of all time, even as a kid, I was just heartbroken for him, man. I was like, imagine all the other things that could have happened. Not even Back to the Future related, but the career he could have had that was paused. But he's also done a lot in the Parkinson's community and helped a lot of people in research. So definitely sad. But Michael J. Fox is the GOAT. All right, my friends, that was the final super chatty chat. It is time now for us to travel into Neverland, get into our beds and go, I hope 3C has a lovely night, because I hope my fans have a lovely night. I appreciate you guys for being here. Please check out the Clips channel where you can watch me play some Fortnite with the Godzilla and Kong skin. More content coming on the channel. You guys are amazing and fantastic. Y'all are wonderful. I'm very appreciative of you guys. Don't forget that. I'll see you later. Bye, my friends. Bye.